I ain't nothing like none of these dudes.
Man.
What you mean, Swiper?
I ain't nothing like none of these dudes.
I feel
Lars
like
has been trolling all day. No, he's not the same person he used to be a year ago.
I'm not gonna lie. Swipe was literally one of the biggest trolls I know. Don't let it fool you, man.
I told you the truth about Steph Curry last year. You just didn't want to listen.
This man, I could go through your tweets and expose you, but I'm a chill.
Yeah.
I'm a chill.
Yeah. So you got the kill switch for Swiper gifted?
Oh my God, do I?
No, my tweets are, if they're still up, then I believe in them. So I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Okay.
Moss Black, what's up, you scumbag?
Damn, Mars, it's looking like you lost your touch, man.
The reason why, because I love Mars. Mars is my dude. Anybody who knows Mars, I love Mars. He's my dude. He's like my little nephew, but he's still a scumbag, though. Still, 100% he is. If he came to me and was like, "Yo, can I borrow $10?" Yeah, you got it, but you're still a scumbag, though.
$10, that's it.
I got you.
No, Unc, we coming to you for big money. I ain't coming to you for no $10. Like, hey, Unc, I need help with my car. Like, can you give me? Can you pop me a G? Pop me a stack, please.
Man, he not trying to say no business. Chill. He not trying to say no business, bro. He need a stack from you.
I'm thinking more like a mortgage.
Damn, oh my God!
If y'all ever need something, I know a guy in Portland that could hook y'all up. Anything. Hey, Gifted, you seen the show yesterday?
I actually missed the show yesterday, but I know you guys were speaking on guards, right?
Yeah. We're gonna finish that list, and it's somebody that was here yesterday that I believe will give you everything you can handle. Pause. That'll really cook you. Really. What's going on, my man, Penn?
What's going on, man? That's some big praise and some big shoes to live up to there.
Good morning. How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you? Good morning.
Solid. Excited for the show today. What's good with everybody in the chat and whatnot?
Yeah, shout out everybody in the chat. Go ahead right from the beginning, like the video. Shout out to all of our new members and the people that are going to become members today. Shout out all our new subscribers. We got a crazy show ahead of us. If y'all was here yesterday, we did a guards tier list, and we're going to waste no time in getting to that. But I got to ask everybody, is it anything that you need to get off your chest? Anything you want to address? Anything that happened last night that needs to be talked about right now?
That poll that Ron just put up, 100% Mars is the biggest troll on the internet. I don't think he's the biggest troll here. I think on the internet.
Oh, the internet, huh? Okay.
I don't think there's a bigger troll on the internet than Mars. 100% Mars. You scumbag.
I don't even troll anymore.
I'll give him a round of applause.
You scumbag. Yes. I just want to put that out there. But anyway.
I got to move Desmond Bane down to no stars for that performance last night, man.
Yeah, I know there was people who definitely watched that game.
This dude convinced me that Desmond Bane was better than Bradley Beal. I can't believe I bought that.
Bradley Beal didn't play well either.
Terrible games happen. But I was like, man, the timing of this, bro. I went on this show. There's like 1,500 people watching. I'm telling everyone how good this guy is and how no one's paying attention. And now everyone pays attention and you do this.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. that is absolutely unfortunate.
Everyone's going to pay attention, and then he gets into a fight with Draymond. And I'm like, oh, great. Now everyone's going to pay attention to this terrible ass game that you just had.
But did you watch? Did you see Jaylen Brown though?
I did not. What did he do? He went off.
He was not very good.
He wasn't very good.
He's a C+.
Damn, man. These guys got no stage presence. They got to know if they're being talked about on the panel, they got to show up that night.
I mean, Brown's been playing well as of late post All-Star break. I do want to give him his credit there, even if sometimes I'm just not a fan of his game like that. He has improved a lot better since the beginning of the season, where that $300 million was really looking like a death wish for the Boston Celtics. It still might be, but you know,
it's not. They underpaid him.
Oh, they underpaid him. So how much would you pay?
You can't pay him anymore.
Yeah. That's it.
He took every cent.
Yeah. Well, they better win it. They better win it this year. He's out of there.
Yo, there was did y'all talk about that segment at all? Could you talk about the Mind Your Game podcast? Or did y'all talk about that already with JJ Redick and LeBron? Did y'all bring that up?
That was a great podcast. That was a great podcast, man. That was good.
What is specific?
Did you see Rick Boucher, Rick Boucher, his comments about LeBron and the children and stuff yet?
Nah.
I seen
nah.
Yeah.
Okay, he basically pushed back on LeBron, saying that he was the chosen one and all this sort of stuff, and talking about like how he was chosen to do this and that. And basically, just when LeBron talked about himself as an athlete, and I was gonna ask, I guess since the 1900s to the 20th century, do y'all feel like there are like 5 athletes that are legitimately like all around better athletes than LeBron was to come into sports in the last 100 years?
Only 2 dudes I say is Chamberlain and Bo Jackson. That's it.
You talking about just better athletes or better
athletes? So all around athletes. Then So no specific sport, but like so somebody that could do like a decathlon. Any you can put anybody in there. That's like anybody that can do everything to some degree. Because the only names I thought about was that's why I asked you, Chill. Because Jackie Robinson. Remember, Jackie Robinson was an incredible baseball player, track player, football player at his apex. Then you had Usain Bolt, obviously 6'6". I imagine he could do some other things if he wanted to. Jim Thorpe. Remember, Jim Thorpe was a multi-sport athlete.
Yes, he was.
Paul Robeson. I don't know if y'all know who Paul Robeson was, but he played in the 1910s, 1920s at Rutgers, was one of the best athletes of all time. Then you had Bill Russell, obviously. Jim Brown was another one, all-American lacrosse player, all-American football player, and then obviously Bo Jackson. But outside of those names, I'm trying to think.
I think I sleep on Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge was a hell of an athlete.
Danny Ainge was a fantastic.
I mean, would you say Deion Sanders or no?
Yeah, Deion Sanders.
I would give
Deion Sanders another one. Sure. Yeah. King Griffey Jr. That was another one.
Yeah.
Allen Iverson.
AI was a credible quarterback. He could have played a lot of things. He was a great cornerback and quarterback in high school. And obviously one of the best athletes just period in basketball court. Well, that's what I'm trying to think. Because when people push back on LeBron saying he like this and that, the chosen one, I'm trying to figure out like just better all around athlete. I don't know if there's a single person that has a better all around skill set as an athlete, at least in the last 124 years that I can think about.
Like I said, the only 2 guys that I thought of was when I thought about this, because I thought about Jim Thorpe too, who was a multi-sport athlete. But the only 2 guys that I thought about was Chamberlain. I mean, Chamberlain was a high jump champ in college. I mean, Chamberlain was a ridiculous athlete, and I mean, Bo Jackson played pro football and pro baseball at the same time, and he wasn't just on the roster; he was awesome. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Bo Jackson, when his first year playing with the Raiders, he made the All-Star game and the Pro Bowl in the same year.
Right.
No other athlete can say that they did that. Nobody. So, and when I think about in terms of athletes with James, I mean, I feel like James would have been an awesome football player. I feel like he would have been great if he played football. So, Chamberlain.
Well, he was an all-state. Yeah,
he had multiple offers before he stopped. He was an all-state tight end at St. Vincent. Chamberlain and Bo Jackson are the only 2 guys that I can think of in terms of the 19th and 20th century in terms of athletes that I think maybe are in the conversation with James. Those are the only 2 guys.
Swiper, I'm trying to figure out. Gifted, you muted, but I'm still trying to figure out why people are even questioning LeBron's greatness.
Well, I think
here we are 21 years down the line and people are still throwing stones at Bron. Like, stop reaching back 21 years ago. We've got this man has given us 21 years of pure greatness, nothing short of that.
I mean, but Ron, the reason why that's happening is because most people, whenever they try to have an argument for another player, their method is to break down the other player to put the other player above said player. You don't have to shit on LeBron James to hype up MJ. That's really what it is. What LeBron has done in his own right to have this level of longevity in basketball is something we just won't ever see again, I don't think. I mean, the health, the strength, and the durability to perform at that level consistently is really crazy.
Well, and then even too, like I think the main conversation was people were saying, especially Rick was saying that he didn't like the fact that LeBron was acknowledging that he was the chosen one and that he was selected to do what he did by God, as Joy Taylor talked about, which you got everybody got a God-given skill set. Like some of us, we talk on the mic, all this stuff. There's levels to this. I think for like LeBron, it's just like who else? He was a prodigy by the time he was 15 years old. I mean, he was the Ohio Player of the Year as a sophomore. Kept growing and eventually became obviously the best athlete ever coming out of high school in terms of just everything he was able to do on a basketball court, his IQ, which is a part of the conversation for GOAT athlete as well. I think just all the way around, like, I think people just really are I think the generation that didn't get to see LeBron in 2002, 2003, and even I was very young when that happened, if you weren't there to see how transcendent he was, Because I remember watching on the box television in my parents' room, like up on the corner ceiling, watching him go between the legs in in a game when he was a senior in high school,
That was
and
crazy.
then watching him step on the NBA court. I mean, it was nothing like him. And everybody talked about Zion and his explosiveness.
That was 20 years ago.
20 years ago. Everybody talks about Zion and stuff. And Zion for sure is like one of the most explosive we've ever seen, top 3. But just when you watch LeBron when he was that young and for him to be that skilled as he was at that point in time, I mean, it's just like there was nothing like it. So I don't know. For me, it's just like the only people you can put in conversation with LeBron for best athlete are going to be Wilt. It's going to be Jim Brown. It's going to be Bo Jackson. Going to be Dion. But even then, none of them are 6'8", except for Wilt. And I don't think Wilt was the athlete that LeBron is.
I mean, in the chat, they were also saying possibly Usain Bolt. I'm not sure how y'all feel about that name, Usain Bolt, in those conversations. Like, I mean,
he's a runner.
He's 6'6".
Yeah, and he was a runner. And I won't argue Usain Bolt. Whenever you do something at world class speed,
it's crazy.
9.58.
Insane.
To be honest with you, Swiper, I think he could run faster than that.
Yeah,
like I was watching around. I've never seen him like running for his life. Like he gets on there and he runs. There was times when I was like, yo, could this dude run a 9 flat? I don't know. I'm not sure he can't.
If it was somebody pushing him, chill, he probably would have went a little faster.
Yeah, I'm watching this dude. Like I don't know if anybody.
No, he was literally running and trash talking at the same time in the race. Like I've never seen that level of dominance, bro.
You're not.
They should have put some dogs behind him.
But here's the thing, though. Like you just brought up you just brought up the chosen one. Well, I heard him say that he was breaking down plays at 8 years old.
Yep.
There's certain people that things just make sense to him. Like when we talk about a mathematician who's 10 years old, numbers just make sense to him, no matter how old they are. A carpenter, area just makes sense. James, when he first started, basketball just made sense, even at 8 years old. And it's not ridiculous to think that a 10-year-old watching a guy cut to the basket and being able to anticipate that this is what's next is the same as a guy who's 10 years old and understands algebra. I'm in algebra and I'm crying because I'm trying to get a C. I'm struggling to get a C. This dude is breaking down plays at 10 years old, and I don't think it's ridiculous to think that he was able to do that at that age.
Well, he's a mastermind. I think a lot of that too is people don't give athletes the same amount of see, the thing is, in real life, you give people respect for having specific levels of geniuses in different areas of life. So whether it be chess, computer whizzes, some people are wonderful composers of music. I mean, Mozart and all the people that we talk about, they started doing this as children. And I think writers even, but I think people like LeBron, there are just people that are able to diagnose things within something they care about. And on sports, because sports is really geometry and it's about angles and understanding like leverage. And so there's physics and stuff involved. So I think there are certain people that their brains might not be able to tell you linguistically why they understand what they understand, but their brains are still able to break things down to where, oh, this is easy. And I think LeBron also in the podcast, he talks about how there's a level of IQ, and if y'all seen the show, there's a level of IQ when you get to the Western Conference Finals or the Eastern Conference Finals. The 4 teams that are there, they have the utmost talent in the league, but the difference is that they have the coaches, but then they have these individual players that are like the ones that win are geniuses and how they process the game and process information. And he brought up himself, he brought up Yoke, he brought up Steph. Like, they're just players that are able to understand the game at a mental level that puts them in a different, like when you watch the Warriors play their Apex, it's just like, yeah, they're moving around and, you know, they're hunting here and there, and they're finding the DHOs and stuff like that. But Draymond is literally diagnosing everything you're doing on both ends to where he's splitting the defense apart. Or when you do leverage to him weak side protection, he's able to get there faster than anybody else because he saw the play coming 3 passes ago based on where the trajectory of the ball was going. And he's even talked about, Dennis Rodman has talked about rebounding and understanding rebound at a genius level. And I think athletes, they are just so gifted and so talented, and their genius is so particular that their brain is just able to deal with information in the sport better than anybody else. So
do you get question? Do you guys think that because sports is quote unquote fun, it's on TV like football and basketball, things like that, do you think because it's fun that kind of stuff that you just got finished talking about, being able to decipher the game, being able to understand angles, being able to read defenses? Now, I'm not just talking about basketball. I'm also talking about football too. I'm a huge Lawrence Taylor, right? Being able to understand how to drop and things like that. Do you think that people discount that because it's sports and it's just?
Oh, yes. Yes. 1,000,000%. Because people watch these things for entertainment at the end of the day. But once people like really love the game, then they say, okay, let me look at the same play. Wow, this crazy dunk that I loved. I didn't see the screen that set that up early on for him to get to that dunk, right? Like the details of these games and whatnot aren't really cared about until there's a genuine love for the game. And that first starts from just seeing the casual, oh, big three, he shot it from half quarter, all this and all that. People don't really dive into the level of genius it takes to read a basketball play. So people don't even like think of it as plays. It's more so he has the ball, he went into isolation. He did this, he did that. They're not looking at the back and forth of what makes basketball basketball. It starts at a very casual level, in my opinion.
I think that's probably what
I said it a lot. Gifted, a lot. Most people don't know what they're looking at. Most people don't know what they're looking at when they're watching basketball. And on top of that, too, we got to remember a lot of people just think athletes are dumb. I mean, a lot of people still have that preconceived notion, like, oh, they're dumb, they're athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part, I think a lot of athletes just look like this. You know what I'm saying? They're like, to be successful in a lot of sports, you got to be bigger than most people. You know what I'm saying? You got to, and a lot of people associate big people with dumb people. You know what I'm saying? So that's how.
Especially because for many people, like, they gave up their education in a way to chase their dream to play basketball. And people think, well, because they don't have a degree or they didn't go through like 4 years, like they don't understand basic things. But most of these athletes are actually very, very, very intelligent. They just took what was right for them because it was meant for them to be in this field, to be in this sport. And people feel like because you play basketball and you're not like a lawyer or a doctor or some other, high level profession, they think that you just don't have the understanding of things, when really sometimes they have even better understanding than what would think.
Yo, I gotta ask.
Go ahead, Rob.
Just speaking on Bron, because we started by talking about the conversation. Obviously started with who's the most gifted athlete ever, and we put Bron in that category, and then it shifted to how much of a genius he is mentally. But I want to ask you
think
guys,
that's part of it though, Ron?
His athleticism?
Do you think this is also a part of like a greatness of an athlete, even when it comes to like is it a feature of athleticism? Do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, look at how many guys are non-athletic that can that do things that they shouldn't be able to do, and even we can go across all sports. Like I personally think the mental part is more important than the physical part. Mm-hmm. But with that being
look
said,
at how many athletes are sorry, Ron. Look how many athletes are sorry at their sport that are super athletic, but they weak because they don't know what they're doing out there.
Yeah.
You Swiper, being a football guy, you can appreciate this more than anything. If you look at Tom Brady on the surface, Tom Brady doesn't really look like much. Mm-hmm. But once he gets on the field,
man,
and you see him,
Swiper ain't no football guy, man.
You see him doing what he does. It's like, wait a minute, how is that possible? Well, there's definitely the mental aspect in it. Larry Bird, I remember Larry Bird when I was younger. He would talk about how he could see plays a couple of plays ahead and anticipate this was going to happen. I'm going to see this guy. He's going to dive. When he dives, that guy's going to help. When that guy helps, you're going to be wide open. I'm 12, 13 years old hearing this going, well, damn, that makes sense, because I'm thinking, you 6'9", you should just be able to do everything that everybody else does. Only except, no, I don't run as fast. I don't jump as high, and I'm not as strong as everybody else. So I got to think the game a little bit more, which enhances my athletic ability, because some of these guys aren't as smart as I am. So,
but that's why LeBron really stands out to me, though, because he's one of the few cases where he has the brain to maximize his God-given talents. But then on top of that, the durability to sustain that greatness over multiple decades. He's gone through like 3 eras of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not really seen.
Is it like 3 eras, or is it literally that? I mean, he came in
it's literally
2003, right? That was over 20 years ago. There are people, and I'm on record saying this, there are people who don't know the NBA Finals in their childhood without LeBron James. There's people from like third grade to like I'm 20 years old. I don't know the NBA Finals without LeBron James being in it.
True,
but Bron's still working. Bron's still working on his game. Chill, he's still getting better. You got to, like Doris Burke was talking the other day, talking about the way his jump shot and how his hips, he's lining up his right side more to, you know, lined up with the rim. How you can see when he shoots his hips are more to the rim. And I guess she said she was talking to him about that, like, have you been working on that? And he just kind of laughed, like, well, you know, that stuff don't happen on accident. Like he's fine. He's still a crazy athlete, but he knows that his athleticism is dwindling or gonna dwindle eventually. So he got to do other things like his jump shot.
Ron, who do you think is next in that category? Like an elite NBA athlete, but they're gonna have that. They've kind of shown signs of the mental side of it that they're just like they might be able to move into that. And I think for a guard in particular, that's how you become a superstar. Like you have to have both of those things more than likely. Or Steph, when you're just like an otherworldly, you know, precision, you know, thinker and just shooting ability and all that stuff. But I mean, do you think somebody like Ant could possibly head in that direction? Like they have the athleticism, but once you figure the game out and the details of the game, that's when you start to put yourself in different conversations.
Oh my God! Once Ant gets there, he will be a different player by that point. For sure. Yeah, that dunk was crazy, by the way, the other night. Like, man, yeah.
That's how I felt. Giannis.
Yeah, right. Same. Chill.
I felt like Giannis was on
his way. Giannis got it now.
No.
You think Giannis got it now? The mental?
No.
I think he improves, but he still hasn't maximized it yet. To me,
if he reached Chris Paul level, then no, we wouldn't be having a conversation about like.
Oh, Swiper, the chat is actually dropping a really good name. Wemby is a great example. Because I think he is very, very smart. For him to be the defender he is already without being in foul trouble and producing what he's producing in limited minutes, I do believe the way that he thinks of the game is pretty crazy, considering he's still not at his peak level yet, which is nasty to say because he's been dominant as a rookie. I don't think there's like 5 or 6 better players that were better than him his rookie year. That's kind of crazy to me.
100 blocks and 100 steals as a rook.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
I think he's
not even averaging 30 plus minutes a game, by the way. Crazy.
As far as y'all like you know, even growing up playing sports, is there a sport that you just didn't get? But like for me, it was basketball and football. Like in football, I wasn't taking the angles. You know what I'm saying? I'm just all I could think about is sack the quarterback. I didn't understand all the other intricacies of football. You know what I'm saying? But for basketball on the defense, I know I'll beat you to the spot. I know how to take the right angles, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Is there things like that for y'all where you understand this part of this sport, but on this sport you're like, I can't really get with that.
It was absolutely football for me, 100%, because growing up, I didn't watch football, but at recess, we would play football with a bottle in Detroit. And it would basically just be like seeing how far you could go while everyone else chases you, trying to bring you down. So I just understood, like, I only got like the physical aspect of it. Watching the game, it's like, oh my God, there's so many terms. There's only defensive players, but then some are both defense and offense. There's plays, there's fourth downs, there's there's such a cerebral game in football because it involves the entire like roster of players.
Everybody,
all the guys. You need everyone to win. Yeah.
Football and baseball, like I can catch anything, but I'm just like, I don't. What's an out in post? I don't know, bro. Just throw me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, just throw it up. I'll go get it. But even in baseball, like fielding, baseball, that was no problem. I could field, but I'll probably hit a baseball maybe twice. I can't hit that ball. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh no, there's some certain things in sports you understand, and certain ones I'm just like, I can't really get my head around that part.
It took me a while to figure out soccer. My daughter played
soccer. Soccer was a good one.
It took me a while to figure it out, and my daughter played goalie. How naive and ridiculous I was. I'm watching her and she's the goalie. I'm thinking to myself, yo, you got the easiest job out here, because I'm seeing everybody else just, working, and she's back there chilling. And my buddy says to me, her blood pressure is the highest of everybody. What are you talking about? And that's, of course, until I seen all the action come down the field, and then I see her get in a stance, and I'm like, oh shit, this is serious. All right, so I need to start understanding this more. I don't know what a forward is. I don't know what a striker is. And I don't know what, in terms of a striker, how you defend that. What? Because again, you don't use your hands. So I was trying to understand exactly how soccer worked, and the only person that could use their hands is the goalie, and she's got to guard this huge goal. I had a really difficult time with soccer.
Yo, Mars, I gotta ask you, because a lot of people up here don't know. They think that you're just Hoodie Mars and you just chill in the corner and whatnot. A lot of y'all don't know Mars was, if you will, a world-class athlete. When did you realize you was like dope like that in soccer? Or my bad, my apologies, football.
Well, it started with just enjoying it as a kid, and then you wanted to play it all the time. And then as I got older, I guess I started, how do you say this without, I don't know. I started seeing like people my age who didn't see the things that I saw, if that made sense. So it made the game easier, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know how to explain it to people who haven't played. I think it's kind of similar to basketball in terms of like pattern recognition and like just seeing what's going to happen next and how plays develop and all of that. And like I could visualize or see how those things were going to happen. So it just about being in the right spot at the right time type of thing. So it just made the game easier. So because I was very lazy. Like I was very, very lazy. Like I'm not gonna lie. So I was very lazy. So anything that could make me have to do the least amount of work, I was gonna try and do it. So if I could see where I had to be before I had to be there, it would make the money I didn't want.
Mars, you think if you would have,
yeah, that's really what it was. And
Mars, do you think if you'd have put the work in, you think you could have been a premier athlete like that, like those guys in the Premier League and such? If you'd have put the work in, you think you could have been that good?
I think one part of, especially in England, I think there's a lot of politics that are involved in football, but I also think that's true to the NBA. But I think I do think I could have made it to higher levels than I did. I definitely had a lot of problems in terms of my mentality and my attitude and my laziness, and maybe I would have been somewhere else if not here. But I'm happy where I am now, so I don't regret anything. But I do think I'd be doing something different if I was not wired differently, because I think in hindsight I can see where I went wrong, and like I just don't think I was, in order to go professional, because I've been in those environments. In order to go professional, the level of dedication you need, and LeBron spoke about it, in order to like, he was like, what it takes to be a great player. The level of dedication it requires
different
was something that, even though I like at the time I believed I had it, looking back, I didn't have it. I just wanted to play the game. That's what it was. I just wanted to play the game. I didn't want to get involved in all the stuff you had to do in order to make connections with people. That wasn't me. It wasn't all the extra effort in terms of like the running, the preseasons, because I don't know if it's like that for basketball, all the conditioning, like you have to do in preseason.
It's wild conditioning, yeah.
That was not me. I wanted to get out on the pitch and play football. That's what I wanted to do. And I'd say I got to a pretty solid level just doing that. But once you want to get into that next level, you realize there's people who are just as good as you who are also putting in more work than you. And that's where like things started to, I guess, go downhill. And then I just didn't have the dedication to, when I got injured, to want to fight back, to be honest. That's really what it was.
Like recovery, like PT.
Yeah,
and stuff
I didn't do what it took to get back to where I was. I just wanted to try and get back playing as soon as possible. Then I came back and it just wasn't right. Like that's what it was. It wasn't right. I knew I didn't feel good. I wasn't playing good. And then I ended up just, I guess, calling it quits. And then like 2 months later, I ended up on here out of sheer luck. But technically, like, and no one knows that there was like some dark times. Like, I was, because this is back when 2022, and Players' Choice was going like the late night shows. Like Ron knows, he was like, it wasn't late night for you guys, but for me, it was like 4 a.m. Like you guys were going to like,
you was cooked.
You guys were going at like 9 p.m. and I was there watching at 4 a.m. because I wasn't playing football anymore. I had nothing better to do. I was watching, and then eventually I ended up just getting on here, and I guess
it's not a coincidence, Mars.
It gave me like a sense of purpose, I guess, because I was kind of lost for a little while, not knowing what to do. Because
Mars, how old are you?
Okay, we don't get all that information. We don't get all that information.
Hey, but Mars, that's a good way to look at it, Mars. Just, you know what I'm saying, understanding who you are and understanding, you know, what you could do. Because I ain't gonna lie, Mars, I'll be doing something randomly, and I'll just be like, bro, you couldn't go to class. You know, like I just read.
Hey, a lot of y'all don't know, like for real, for real.
That's big. Hey, like I feel like, Mars, that's what's up. Like to feel that way, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff you just look back and it's like it was so simple for me to do what needed to be done, and it was like, I think it was ego. Like it was just like I thought I was too good to do certain things, and in reality, if you want to get where you want to go, you're never too good to do anything, in my opinion. And looking back, I know that now, but you can't undo things. But if I ever have kids or anything, or if I ever like start talking to younger people, I think that's the first thing you tell people is you're never too good to put the work in. There's no such thing as being too good to try. And that's what I thought I was. I thought I was too good to have to try, and got hit with a harsh bit of reality on that front. So yeah,
man, y'all take y'all ass to school, man. Get up.
That's accountability.
Go to school.
Hey, and a lot of y'all don't know, Big Ox was the shit at hoops. Like when I first seen this, when I first stepped on the court with this dude, 6'8", could dribble like a guard, pass like a guard, had a post game, was even better on defense. I was like, oh, I got a lot of work to do. We on the same team, and I'm looking at him like, oh yeah, college is gonna be a little different. But Ox was really like that, like for real.
We got to go to class and take care of your mental health. You know what I'm saying? Young, all y'all youngsters that's going to school, high school, college, whatever, man. Take care of your mental health, man. Take care of yourself. Love yourself and go to class, man.
Yeah, don't get lost in that sauce. That's a fact.
Facts.
All right, y'all.
That's impressive of you, Ox, to be able to do that with having cankles. So that's a big deal, bro.
Hey, this
I'm in
what
school
I'm saying
right now.
Hey, this was many moons ago. Well, not many moons ago, but like a moon or two ago. You see, chill, Utah State University.
Mm-hmm.
With the exception of my daughter, the only one of the few things I've screwed up a lot of things in my life. With the exception of my daughter, this is the one thing that I can honestly say I did right. Because I wasn't going to be that dude. I was not going to be that dude. No, that was not going to happen. Of all the people that I wasn't going to be that dude. No. So I know exactly how you feel, Big Ox. Yeah. Because I was never the smartest dude. I was just showing up is the most important thing. I've always felt like that.
Cool.
I might not have it every day, but you can guarantee I will be here.
It's about putting yourself in position to succeed, even if you're not all the way there. Things come, but being there is the number one thing to get there first. You got to at least try to be there. So I hear you on that.
Yo, Pin,
right now I'm in college too, so I feel it.
Pin, you got an athletic pass?
I played basketball. I played rugby. I played tennis. So yeah, I mean, tennis was interesting because it really.
What state did you grow up in?
I grew up in New York.
New York.
New
Okay.
Jersey.
Yeah.
And then we came to Toronto. So that was interesting. Hoop culture was different here, and a lot of snow. Everywhere I grew up was a lot of snow. So it was just like, I don't know. It's like interesting how the place you grow up kind of defines you in a little way, right? So like for me, playing in the snow, I clear up a little place for me to stand and a little place for the ball to fall because I don't want to freeze up my fingers. So I had to learn to shoot so well that the ball would dribble as minimal as possible, so I wouldn't have to keep dusting in the snow. So I just stand in one place and shoot 1 a.m., 2 a.m., drove my neighbors crazy. But yeah, that helped. It helped a lot. But yeah, I mean, I can't say like I ever had a chance at D1 or anything. I tried out for a G League team once, got pinned to the backboard, and that was it.
That's cool.
Erie Bayhawks, baby. That was fun.
All right, y'all. Andra 15789 said, "Nice therapy session. Felt pretty good. Y'all feel better now? everybody in a better place." All right. Well, chat. I need you guys to to drop a order, drop a list. It's 6 guys up here, so we're gonna have some fun today. What's up, Chill? You was about to loot or something?
I wasn't gonna say nothing. No, I'm good.
All right. Let's get into it. Y'all see the list right here. This is where we're at currently. Gifted, you wasn't here yesterday. I want you to comment on it first. How do you feel about this?
This list is based on, I'm assuming, best guards overall, seeing that you have Donovan Mitchell and Booker on here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, no problem. So this is an overall list. Okay.
We
Oh
got,
yeah, like point guards, shooting guards. Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yo, I got hate mail
Okay.
yesterday for the Quentin Grimes.
That pick is still baffling to me.
He was wild for
I
that.
got hate mail for that, more.
Okay, I don't think it's that serious, but it's still baffling to me to see Quentin Grimes on that tier with those guys. But
Yo, and remember at the end, we'll all go through and we'll make some revisions. Well, we'll try to get this this tier as good as possible.
What's the criteria to become a star?
for me,
Well,
it's
what is your criteria?
I'm going with vibes.
What is your criteria to be a star, Gifted?
Uh,
For you to look at a guy
question.
today, you look at a guy and you go, "That's a star right there." What is your criteria to make that guy a star?
well, first I would say production. I would then lean towards the consistency of that production, and then the impact of that. And then also eye test, like how are you impacting your team's day-to-day possessions when you're on the floor, and how consistent is your game versus the elite of the elite when you play them? That to me would choose who's a star. Now the 1-star category to me feels like it's just going from 1 to 5. No star feels like you're just a role player. Is that what we're doing?
The concept that was generally agreed upon.
Mm-hmm.
5-star is best player on a championship team. They can be that good.
Okay.
4-star was one of the 2 or 3 best players on a championship team. So like 2nd star to like one of the 5-star players. And then 3 stars would be like a key starter on said championship team. 2 stars is a key rotation player. 1 star is a fringe rotation player who plays depending on matchups and whatever the case may be. And then no stars is you will not be in a playoff rotation on a championship team. That was the general accepted criteria.
All right, so you guys got Grimes very high. I see.
No, Ox put Grimes very high.
Oh,
Ox.
look,
okay.
this is what I want to say. If the Knicks make the Eastern Conference Finals, which is I think is about their ceiling.
He's on the Pistons though, but he's on the Pistons.
Yeah, he's not on the Knicks anymore. He's on the Pistons.
He got
Now he
traded.
Yeah.
See, that's how much of a known star he is. You don't even know what team.
Oh wait.
he's on.
Okay, well wait. I'm confused. I'm confusing him with
You
oh
could,
boy with the hair.
Deuce McBride.
Yeah, you're talking about McBride.
McBride. Miles McBride.
That's
You mean, yeah.
He wouldn't even be a
He meant
2-star either.
McBride.
Though.
Miles McBride. Miles
Yeah.
McBride isn't a 2-star.
He's also not 2-star.
I think if the Knicks make a good
No,
run,
man, please
he's
stop.
gonna-
Just let it
Bro,
go.
if
not happening.
the Knicks
Just let it go.
if the Knicks do anything, they're gonna have 5 like
clean
6
up,
players
clean up your
Well,
video
I'm
too.
not-
Clean up
I'm
your
not
video,
clean-
just like your.
You
just
said
like
clean up your video?
Oh wow,
Y'all-
your
y'all-
dick's
y'all-
blurry,
hold on,
video's
hold
blurry.
Hold on. Check me out.
The only person with a blurry
He-
blurry camera up
he
here is
can-
you.
And our takes might be kind of blurry. I don't know.
You don't need to worry about my camera.
That intoxicated
Mm.
view, intoxicated takes over there. Go ahead, bro.
You don't need to worry about my camera. What I'm saying is McBride gets minutes over there and he contributes. That's a role play. He's like 8th, 9th man over there. That's what's wrong with that.
The Knicks
Should
run
that
like
be
a
no
7-man
star?
rotation, bro.
8th, 9th man is a 1-star player.
In a playoff series, the Knicks are running a 7-man rotation.
That's the key rotation. That's a key
That's why they're
rotation
not winning
player.
in 48 minutes for Josh Hart
8th
playoffs.
man, 9th man.
All right, so we got to get into
Hey,
it.
but
I
I
got
did-
the
I
list
did-
right
Ox's
I
here.
did-
defense being that he got the wrong players.
Yeah, I just want to say, like on a list
hilarious.
with Steph Curry and Luka Doncic, the guy who's been talked about the most for real, it has been Quentin Grimes for
Which
sure.
is crazy.
Which is actually
Which is
crazy.
amazing because
Yeah.
whoever put him on 2-star just gave him like
There's
a lot of
somebody
publicity.
in the 5-star that didn't need to be there yet, but
I thought
you know.
McBride was. I thought that was Quentin Grimes, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I see you, Swagger.
Chat.
On my kids, that was an accident. On my kids, that was an accident. I thought
This
that
Chat.
was.
Other than
this is
So we
other
can
than
just move
Quentin
him now,
Grimes,
right?
Chat, No, we'll get to him in the end. Let's keep him there for shits and giggles. But
Hey, why
chat,
is Harden not? You know what? I'll be quiet on that.
Hey,
Other
but
than
Brian's
Quentin
better than
Grimes.
Quentin Grimes, is he not?
Ox, please. Let's get off of this.
I'm just trying to get the list right. I got people hit me on IG, Ron. I got hate mail for this. I want to correct these.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Getting hate mail for Quentin Grimes.
Getting hate mail for Quentin Grimes is very nasty.
We got some Quentin Grimes haters. Like, nah, he's 1 star.
Chad, I gotta ask you guys, other than Quentin Grimes, what up here did we not get right?
Fred VanVleet.
James Harden.
You think he's 3 stars?
Bro, he is definitely 3 stars, and I'm like his biggest hater. And I will tell you for sure, he could be a starter on a championship team.
Yeah, I like.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
I think I hate on VanVleet a little bit.
VanVleet is a starter on a championship team.
For
He's gonna be
100%.
starting for Houston next year. What are we talking about?
Is
That's
he
not
the
a
best in
championship
the
team,
2
though.
star category?
It will be next year.
Next season.
It will be.
Okay, if he was starting on Denver instead of, I don't know, KCP or something like that, you think they're that much worse? They're not that much worse.
Yes,
They'd be a little worse. And it wouldn't be that much worse. They could still win a championship.
Not with him at the lead guard. No. Because
if Boston had him instead of Drew,
What does a lead guard need to do in an offense with Nikola Jokic? He just needs to hit shots.
Playmaking score. Still.
which is what Van Fleet does not do at a high level, not even nearly as high as Jamal Murray.
I'm not saying in place of Jamal Murray.
Can we go back?
He said in place of KFC.
So that means
but now you just have a 6'2".
KFC sounds crazy,
right? As opposed to a 6'6" guy defending.
It's KFC.
I think you could replace Fred VanVleet with Drew Holiday on Boston.
No, but what is y'all? Hold on.
Drew's
hold on.
definitely better.
No.
Hold on, Ron.
Drew is better.
I'm not saying Drew's not better. I'm just saying I think
I'm just saying I can construct a roster of 4 players and Fred VanVleet and expect that roster to be a championship contender. That's all I'm saying.
I feel a way about Fred VanVleet currently though, because he's not a natural point guard. He's still not a efficient paint scorer in any way. He can shoot the ball pretty well, and he's a pretty good defender, but he's still smaller. There's guys that fit that role better than him, I would say. Still.
Which is why he's in the 3.
Are they not 3 stars though? Like the guys who are better than him are all 3 stars.
Ron, hold on.
What's up?
The 5-star thing, we're basically saying those are superstar guards. Those are superstar guards that are 1A options on championship teams.
How many of those guys in the league?
I don't want to say 1A, but they're one.
Well, no, that's what it has to be. I mean, that's what a
5 stars should be 1A though.
Yeah,
right.
I haven't put anyone in 5 stars yet, but
I mean, but here's the thing.
I like how Penn explained it yesterday.
Yeah, well, here's my question. If I told you, okay, flash forward like 2-3 months, and I tell you, this team, the Minnesota Timberwolves, just won the NBA championship, and Anthony Edwards was their best player. You believe me?
Well, yeah, but
well, that's my point. So then he should definitely be in the conversation for a 5-star.
No.
That's not how that works to me.
The 1A stuff is you have to be the reason, the main engine behind why you win. Anthony Edwards would be the leading scorer, and he would be maybe their outside of, I don't know, depending on how Conley's operating, maybe their best playmaker passer, but they would win because their defense was suffocating. That's what they are. Jaden McDaniel, Rudy Gobert, those players would be the reason why. Plus but that top end scoring, that would be one of the reasons why they would win. But that wouldn't be the main reason. Just like for me,
I agree with that.
So Luka's not a 5-star then?
No, Luka.
He definitely is.
5-star.
Yeah, Luka is.
Well, because if they win, they're gonna need Derek Lively.
No.
That's not the same degree.
You're talking load and impact.
Y'all explaining team basketball, like
you're just.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, this is just gonna be like no player is single-handedly carrying.
We're gonna go around and around.
You know a 5-star when you see one. That's like I don't know what to tell you. You know Luka.
And I think Luka
is what the best player. I think we're overcomplicating this, guys.
Yeah, you know a 5-star when you see one.
We absolutely are, Chill. Yeah,
we're making this more than what it is.
We know
what the best player. You know what the best player on a championship team
is going to get put in that category.
But we just talked about Ox. Just talked about people not understanding basketball when they watch Ox. You know that when Luka is on the court, he's having a different effect on the game than Anthony Edwards is.
I don't.
100%.
All right.
Oh nah, that's
We're
crazy.
not having a
That's crazy.
conversation.
You do know that. You absolutely know that.
We
Ox.
put Luka in 5 stars anyway. Why even?
Right.
Put,
I
Hold
think Luka's 5 star.
in 5
I
stars.
think
Why
Luka's
does-
100%
why we
5
doing this?
star.
Okay, so we
Even
good.
though he's
All
playing
right,
good
so we
defense.
good. Right, so we good.
We already put Ant in 4 star. We already put Luka in 5 star. I don't know why we're having this conversation.
Where
like we
both
didn't do that.
both of them belong. Where both of them.
Yeah,
belong.
like we
Luka
literally
belongs
put them
in
where they
the
belong. And we're arguing that they belong there. Like, why?
Right.
We already
Yo,
we good.
let's
Okay.
get into this
Good.
list. Before we do this,
Yeah.
I got to shout out to everybody that's in here liking, all 1,081 people. Make sure we get 1,081 likes as well, too.
Ant doesn't do
Salute to
anything
everybody.
POA defense better than Luka, by the way. That's it. That's the only
We're
thing
going to
he
get
does.
into some of these super
That's why
chats
he's in the 4 stars.
along with this list. Also, too, we will be on
But you say
playback
that
today.
like that's not a big thing.
Yo, hold on right quick. Chill right quick.
A POA defender is a
bullshit,
guard
bro.
relative
You
to
just
one of the
want
best
more
playmakers and
bullshit.
scorer.
Why are we doing
Man,
They really want to have that combo crazy.
Yo, today, speaking of the Knicks and the Nuggets, today, Gifted, well, he's up here. Dub and J-Rob will all be on playback today. Y'all be sure to tap in. We're going that's at what time is that? That's
9
at
o'clock.
9 o'clock Eastern. Y'all tap in. Y'all tap in. We're gonna go ahead and get into that.
I'm gonna come through there. Gifted. I'm definitely gonna come.
Bet up, chill. A word up, man.
All right, here we go, y'all. It's time to get into the list. I got the order. The order, it starts with Chill. We're going Chill, Ox, Swiper, Mars, Pin, and Gifted. That's how we
Are we going
do
tier
it.
by tier? Are we going like
No,
if
there's
we
players.
think the
There's
player
a-
should be in the tier?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you can put them where you want in the tier. Yeah.
Okay, word. Okay.
All right, Chill. It's on you first, and you have Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann is a rotation player on a championship contender. So
2.
Wait, what?
he's a 1 star. See, Grimes is the dude screwing me up.
Ignore
Every time I
Grimes.
see,
Ignore
I'm
Grimes.
trying to do it,
Ignore
boss.
him.
I'm trying to ignore Grimes. It's screwing me up, man.
I know that
All
shit
right,
do
so
look kind of
Chill,
crazy.
where you putting them
Get
at
you.
on this 1-star list? You got Dennis Schroeder, Gabe Vincent, Scoot,
He's
Devin
ahead of
Herter.
Gabe Vincent. He's ahead of
Wait,
Scoot.
how?
Devin Herter.
I don't think he's ahead of Herter.
All right,
No. You could put him right there. Yes.
cool. Ox, you got Tyrese Maxey.
Oh, that's how we doing it. Okay, I see.
He was hooping.
Well,
last night, by the way.
Tyrese is
Really
definitely, I believe, a 3 star.
Where does he go though, Big Ox? Is he ahead of Desmond Bane?
Also, I'm thinking in between James Harden and Desmond Bane.
Mm.
That's cool. Anywhere under 3 star, I don't really care. 3 star.
Yeah.
All these guys can be better than each other on any given night, so you can just throw them in the 3 star wherever you want to. Don't really matter.
I'm gonna put what you initially said. It's your pick. You said in between Harden and Bane. That's what we gonna do.
With that being said,
Personally,
that's why I like to just throw them in the tier round because I don't feel like this is properly rated anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like Bradley Beal being at the back of this pack is insane. So that's why I'm like just put them up there. It don't really matter.
What do you mean? It's insane. He should be higher.
Yes, that's what he said.
That's exactly what I'm saying. 100% what I'm saying.
So 3-star is just you are a starter on a title team. 4-star is you are a big part, and then 5-star is obviously 5-star. Is that how we're doing it?
That's the
3
general.
star.
That's the general
Okay.
consensus of how we're doing it. Yes.
Okay,
but
I see.
You can feel free to put a player wherever you would like, wherever you deem fit. I personally would have put Tyrese Maxey in the back of the 4-star group. That's just how I feel. Ox thinks he's a 3-star. That's where he placed him.
Okay.
Gifted is
Swiper.
it's also easy to rank them based on the star instead of who else is in that group because somebody else put that person in that group. You got to rank them based on the stars how you see it.
Okay, for sure.
Because if you start ranking people because they're better than Quentin Grimes, we gonna have a lot.
You're gonna get
Miles,
cooked
I'm
in
trying
there.
to
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you that I'm trying to put this dude on the list, and the first person I see is Quentin Grimes. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I
Shout
just
out
ignore
Dolan,
him.
by
2
the way.
star starts with a
I
mental.
gotta fuck
I'm just gonna ignore him. Yeah.
Throwing me straight off. It's screwing me up. Like, what is this dude doing? Why are you
Yeah.
there?
All right, here we go. Swiper, it's on you next. And lo and behold, you have none other than Alex Caruso.
Mm.
What? Caruso.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's a high level role player, but
Today, Swiper 2024, March of 2024, amongst the guards that you see on this list, where's Alex Caruso?
Where is the best
But I'm saying this doesn't make any sense because he's next to Amen Thompson, Quentin Grimes, and is that Terry Rozier?
But they're saying don't think of the players in the tier, just in your basketball mind, in terms of what the tiers mean to you. Where would you put him?
What star is Alex Caruso? Is he a no star? Is he a 1-star? Is he a 2-star?
Well, Alex Caruso is
You're not even giving him the 3-star option
in the playoffs, but he's a tier 1 defender. So I can't rely on him to do anything offensively except for spot up shoot and get to the rim off a cut. So probably because he has no real offensive value outside of what he's able to do as a play finisher. I mean, my list, the way I see it,
how do you see it, bro? How do you see it?
I'm just not going to look at the names.
There you go.
Quentin Grimes.
Telling you, Mars, he screwed us up, though.
I've managed to block him out
I probably would put him at a 2-star, back in 2-star, like no offensive responsibility except for play finishing, but he's just such an elite defender. I'll probably put him near where KCP would be. Like that probably would be about what he is, just in terms of
KCP's not on the list yet, but that's what
I know what I'm saying, but that's
I know. I get it.
Amen Thompson and Quentin Grimes, is he ahead of those guys?
They have no value to me whatsoever. No, they
did have no value.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So put him in front of them.
Take them off. And then Jordan Clarkson is on the list. He's behind Alex. He has no value. Put Jordan Clarkson behind him. Put Terry Rozier behind him. Put Brandon Miller behind him.
So
he's probably right.
So just put him right.
Put him down there at the top of the list.
The other white boy that got the white boy boost from the Lakers, that guy in the front, Austin Reeves, he's probably right next to him because he brings the defensive value that also brings offensive.
So put him here.
That's fine. And then here, just shift the list. Just take Russ off because there's no way he's a 2-star in 2024, and you're not putting him as a 5th starter, which is why he's coming off the bench for the Clippers. Go ahead and just take off. And Terry Rozier is great. You can Terry the 5th starter too. He's a good playmaker, good finisher, good pull-up shooter. Like you can keep him there, but Jordan Clarkson's coming off the bench for the Utah Jazz. He didn't play in the playoffs anyway because they couldn't use him because he's getting cooked on the other side. So, and then even Anthony Simons is fine. He's fine. That's perfectly fine. Fred VanVleet's fine. But Amen, Quentin, Jordan Clarkson, Brandon Miller, Russell Westbrook, those players have no value as a 5th starter on a championship team. Zero value as a 5th starter.
How does
because they're getting picked on every play.
Value?
You said who?
How does Brandon Miller have no value?
Right, I'm saying right now he's a rook. I'm saying
I know, but how does a rookie have value?
Even if Brandon Miller has no
that's fine.
Okay, so you want to take him?
Go ahead.
Because I'm thinking Brandon Miller definitely adds value to Oklahoma City. I'm 100% confident he does.
Sure.
Okay, the 3-star tier was the 5th starter. The 2-star tier just means a rotation player.
I don't know how Amen Thompson isn't a rotation player on a good team.
Like,
no, I thought that was a 5th starter, but that's
no,
what
that's
I'm
saying.
2 stars is
2
rotation
player. Well, that's the consensus, but
right,
yeah.
Mars is on you though, and you have Mike Conley.
Well, he does start, but
I love me some Mike Conley. Let me tell you.
Behind Caruso.
Mike Conley, right behind Alex Caruso.
That's a fact. Turn him into a scorer as much as you can, and then cut him on the other end. Yep.
You got Malik Monk.
Oh shit! Oh man, just watched him yesterday. He's awesome.
This should be hard, man. To be honest with you,
it is hard because he's really, really. I'm gonna put him at 3-star behind Bradley Beal.
Who was the player?
Oh man.
Malik Monk.
you can shake your head all you want, man. He's a really good player. I don't care that he's coming.
Putting him on the
bench.
same tier as James Harden and Tyrese Maxey.
No,
Those guys are on the wrong tier to
ball.
begin with. James Harden should be a 4-star. I don't care about that.
This is true.
Are you telling me Malik Monk can't start on a championship team? He can't be a really good.
Yes.
He can't be a good starter on a championship team. You kidding me? Name
He's
me
the best-
15
he's the
shooting
best-
guards in the
he's
league better
he's
than
the
him.
best-
Name
he's
me
the best
10.
role-
But
yeah,
relative
best
to
role-
role,
yeah,
yeah,
name
if
10.
he's surrounded by a
Name
bunch of the, never mind. We're gonna do team construction. That's fine.
Yeah.
Gifted. You got Keontae George.
Keontae George,
Future 5-star gifted. Put him where he belongs.
future 5-star player. 1 star.
It's the term future.
1 star.
Yeah,
Yes,
1
it's
star.
the term- it's the term
Yeah.
I
future.
see Eamon Thompson on here. He's better name him.
I'm-
Put him on
I'm-
2-star.
I am ignoring the players.
That's
Keontae
right.
George,
am-
baby.
I am ignoring the
Baylor
players.
Bear. Sick 'em.
Yeah.
Sick 'em Bears.
Yeah. So I am ignoring the players. He is a rookie player that can be a bit inconsistent. He's a good shooter. He can't play make. The efficiency simply isn't that great. I'm gonna just go 1 star.
Check
For
his
me.
last 6
Where
weeks.
would you
sir.
like to put him
Check his
at?
last 6 weeks.
Put him over Terrence Mann.
Behind Kevin Huerter?
Yeah, that works.
I don't hate that.
Got you. All right, next up, we back to the top of the list. It's on you, Chill, and you have Chris Paul.
He at the bottom of the list. There's not really much value in Chris Paul.
Wait, it's a no star?
Oh wow.
You got him at no star?
Yeah, I'm good on Chris
Behind
Paul.
Cam Thomas?
No star. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of value.
Oh,
Chris Paul does not really give
he's
the-
been lifting their bench minutes
he's a-
though.
He's a rotation guy on a below average team in the NBA. How much
Yeah.
value does he really have?
It's tough.
So put him ahead of Jaden
Behind-
Harden?
Actually, you know what? Put him behind Dennis Schroeder. That's what you do. Put him
What?
Chris
Schroeder.
That's as
Chris
far as I'm
Poole
going.
is now behind Stu Henderson. Okay.
I thought I was a hater.
put Chris Paul behind Scoot Henderson?
No, I forgot Scoot. Put him ahead.
And
I thought I was a hater swiper. That's crazy.
Put him ahead of Gabe Vincent. I forgot. Yeah, put him ahead of Gabe Vincent and Scoot. Yes. Put
There
him
we
ahead of
go,
him.
yeah. Chris
Oh, about
Poole behind
that.
Stu
Okay.
Henderson.
All right.
Behind
All right.
Keontae
This is a
George?
little better.
I had forgotten that
Chris Paul behind Terrence Mann is funny.
that Scoot was on this list. Do y'all know?
I watch him every
good when
night.
Chris
I
Paul
know.
plays this
Trust
year.
me, I know. I watch Chris Paul every night. Trust me, I know. I
They're only
know.
good when he plays though.
I know.
All right, Ox, you got Josh Giddey.
Okay.
You're gonna put him. You're gonna put him. Watch. You're gonna watch everybody. You're gonna put him behind quick grounds. Watch.
I'm looking at you, Ox.
Well, I think y'all be hating on Josh Giddey. I think he a lot better than y'all
I'm
say.
looking right at you, Ox.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead, Josh
That's
Giddey.
Okay.
I think Josh
Okay.
Giddey-
Go right
I think
ahead,
Josh
Ox.
Giddey-
Go right ahead and say it.
I'm about to. I will when you let me. When y'all stop talking. I think Josh Giddey is a definitely a 2-star.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
All right.
And where would
He's
you
gonna
put him
try. I
at?
thought he was gonna try
But
to
y'all,
put him in-
you said you thought I was gonna put him in a 3-star up there with Malik
yeah.
Monk.
That's why I thought he was gonna put him in 3. I thought he was gonna start going crazy, but
Nah, I don't think. You know what? I do think that Josh Giddey has 3-star potential. I don't think he's playing as a 3-star though.
Sure. Yeah.
I think he got 3-star potential definitely. But I'm gonna put him in the 2-star.
He's got Malik Monk potential, y'all.
What?
No,
Where
he
you
does
gonna
not
put
have
him at
Malik
in the
Monk
2-star
potential.
tier?
I'm gonna put him between Austin and Alex.
Oh man, we just lining up the white players together. Then that's all we're doing. I got.
That's
I got
what it feels
white
like.
people at the front
Oh,
of the
that
bus.
looks so dis- That looks so disgusting.
The white
I'm
people
ignoring it. I'm ignoring it. I'm ignoring it.
again.
Player's
No,
choice.
we
is
haven't-
Josh
we haven't
Giddey.
made progression.
There we go.
No progression.
Josh
Bro,
Giddey,
I'm gonna be so for real. If you put in Josh
not even a
Giddey,
regular white boy.
bro, if you're putting Josh
What?
Giddey
What do you mean?
over, huh?
Because I say
He's not a
not
regular white boy. What does that mean?
No, he from Aussie land. He from down under.
Regular white boy means American.
Why you
Oh,
look
so
like
not
that?
they're- well,
When I
they're
said
all
that
come from
wasn't-
colonized worlds, by the way. But all right, keep moving. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna get too
Well,
political, bro.
I'm saying
But
he's
putting
still not
Josh
a
Giddey
regular
over
white
Mike
boy.
Conley might be racist, bro. I'm gonna be
That's-
so for real.
that's UK whites. are
Hey,
not
but
regular.
hey, gifted. I might be racist.
Get out there. Yo,
Putting Josh Giddey over Mike Conley, dead ass might be racist. I'm sorry.
Stay in school.
Swiper, it's on you. You got Malcolm Brogdon.
Can I see the list, please, sir?
Can I see the list?
Malcolm Brogdon, Ox. Who does he play for?
Are we playing who he played for?
Just Charles
You don't know.
Barkley.
You don't know. Who he played for?
He plays for Portland. He plays
No,
for
no,
Portland.
no. I know. It was
I know
Ox's
who he
question.
played
It was
for.
Ox's question.
Wait, hold on, Swiper. What you trying to say? Like I don't be knowing who these players. Who all these players play for?
I think it's 100% what he's trying to say. He's not gonna stand on it. He not gonna stand on it though. I know that. I know for a fact Swiper not gonna stand on it though. I know that. Yeah. See, look at his ass ducking.
You know, Swiper be saying, you know, it's all good. I'm saying like,
oh hell yeah.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
you do that.
Malcolm Brogdon is not Quentin Grimes and other boy that I mistook him for.
What?
It's different. He's far better. He's far better.
Is
Far
he
better, huh?
All right.
He is far
Yeah,
better.
far better. What I'm saying is he not? What y'all laughing at? Y'all up here getting
Okay.
Quick, Grimes just win
I'm
6 man of the
still
year.
like, what's
Like,
the-
all right, cool. Let me
Yeah, so that's
see.
what I'm saying. Like he's far better than him. What are you talking about?
I would say
There we go.
he's going to be tier 2, but he's going to be like, I don't think Jordan Poole should be tier 1. He should be up. He's going to be tier 2, and given what he does as a veteran, good score. I mean, he's probably right behind. He's right behind Anthony Simons, but he should be. Fred VanVleet should be a little bit higher. He's probably going to be right behind Fred VanVleet for me. So you can put him at tier 2, right behind Fred VanVleet, and then you can move Rush down, please, to the back of tier 2, please.
All right, we got Malcolm
I need to
Brogdon.
start. I'm gonna start a change.org petition for that pick.
Yeah,
right
good luck
there.
with that shit. Good luck with that shit.
Hey, we'll get there, y'all. We'll get there. This is, it's gonna be a real democratic system at the end. We're gonna see who's gonna vote for who, and
Not if it's up to Ox.
oh damn.
We know who's winning this list.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. The top 3 of 2-star looks so crazy. We're gonna move on though.
Mars, you have Kyle Lowry. Where are you gonna put him at?
Emmanuel quickly is too low, so I'm not going to judge him based on that. Damn. Okay. He's somewhere between 1 and 2. I just don't know where.
Is he better than Van Fleet today, Mars?
No.
So he's not better than Van Fleet. How about Brogdon?
No.
Amen Thompson today.
No.
How about Jordan Poole?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say Quentin Grimes doesn't exist. Jordan Poole. I think I'd rather have him on my championship team than Jordan Poole and Cam Thomas, but I wouldn't rather have him over Emmanuel quickly.
Would you rather have him over Herder?
Well, that just depends on situation.
Yeah, it does.
What situations is it, Mars?
Do
I need a spot up shooter?
There's
Do
no
I need an
situation.
initiator?
That's what he is.
There's no situation.
Right.
Do I need a spot up
Who
shooter?
would you
Do I need
ever
a spot up
take
shooter? Or do I
Kyle
need someone to come in off my bench and initiate offense? Like they do different things.
I don't even know
What
about
do I
it.
need for my
By
roster?
the way,
He doesn't even start offense anymore. He just passes.
Yeah, what I've seen from Philly is
He's a secondary creator now. It's not a primary.
He's a guy that comes in the game and will get offensive fouls.
Put him above Terrence Mann.
What he does.
Kyle Lowry above Terrence Mann in the 1-star group.
Kyle Lowry above Chris Paul is, it's fine.
What?
Ben, it's on you next, and you have Benedict Mathurin.
Oh no, that's not good. Shoot,
I like Benedict, man.
I
Why is it
don't.
not good?
I
because I'm not a fan. So
I'm hating on Canadians. It's crazy.
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
it's not. I just
Top of that.
yeah. Jeez, he's definitely 2-star. I'm gonna put him behind. I'm not comfortable putting him ahead of Fred VanVleet or Malcolm Brogdon. That's crazy to me.
So then
But
don't.
I'll put him ahead of Quentin Grimes.
Go.
But
So
I just want to say for the record, there's a lot of players ahead of Quentin Grimes right now that I would be like, nah. Like I would definitely put him. Like I think we got Keontae George there. Yeah, I mean 2 stars fair.
I would like for y'all to respect the progress that Quentin Grimes has made. Y'all don't like seeing young black men level up?
Hey, shout out to him, man. He's got himself onto a level that. Shout out to him, man.
Here we go.
He
Hey,
exceeded
but Grimes,
expectations. Shout out to Quentin Grimes.
Them low ass expectations.
Going from New York to Detroit is a level
junkie.
down, not a level up.
But y'all talking bad about Quentin Grimes. He don't deserve that. That should be McBride. So y'all talking bad about Quentin Grimes. He ain't even do nothing. I just mistook him for somebody else. He don't deserve that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That is so funny to me.
That's Miles McBride.
Y'all doing Quentin Grimes a disservice right now. It's
I gotta go back and watch the moment when he put Quentin Grimes there.
It was the first pick.
Wait a minute, how did y'all not tell him that wasn't the right player?
I did.
How did you let him do that?
We said it.
Oh, that's funny as shit. Okay.
I thought that was McBride, bro. I feel bad right now, for real.
Ron Nash for not letting him take that shit back when they told him.
Hey, nobody told me, bro. I didn't even realize that till today. We didn't even know yesterday. I'm just
so y'all ain't checked that immediately. Y'all let a whole day go by before telling him he got the wrong player. That's crazy.
I didn't know he was talking about Miles McBride. He just said 2-star, and we just was like, no. But
yeah, that's funny. Because the thing, the problem with you people up here.
You people,
yeah. Ox might be racist. Yeah,
okay. He really might be.
What's the problem with
check
us?
It out, though. I'm gonna tell you, Chitchat. We so quick to attack each other instead of talking it out and helping each other figure out the wrong in our ways.
Okay, whoa. Stop right there.
We could have worked this out together, and I could have been like, but nah, he did this. Y'all been like, that's not Quentin Grimes' fool. That's
you could have Googled it.
I agree with that.
I asked.
Why would I
asked if we could move him down.
You know what I'm saying?
I asked if we could move him down.
They don't even play the same position.
We are on a pro basketball show, Ox. It's your job to know who these guys play for.
This is very true. I must say, you should know that. You should be plugged in.
I should be plugged in. You're right, but I'm just.
And you should know not only who these guys play for. More importantly, you should know who these guys are. I am not mistaking Jordan Poole for Keontae George. I'm not
doing that.
Big guy.
Yeah, well, that's different. Jordan, I'm not
disengaged. You are cooked in this matter. Disengage. It's okay. We'll take care of Quentin Grimes when we get around to him. But Gifted, it's on you, and you have Derrick White.
Ooh, where you Derrick White. So 3-star is starter. 4-star is what? Like your a 1 to 3 option.
Just go with your heart.
Yeah.
Go with my heart. Okay.
Just go with your heart.
Mars given the best advice in the last month. Follow your heart.
You're trying to follow this criteria that was just arbitrarily made up. Just go with how you Derrick
on this list right now. Where do you think he is?
All right, better. Give me 3-star.
Yes.
There we go.
I'm gonna go above Desmond Bane.
What?
See how quick that was when you go with your heart?
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Easy.
Above Desmond Bane.
Your heart just picked a hooker, bro.
I will go over Maxey, but I ain't gonna go too far right now. I'll just go above Bane for now.
I wouldn't have hated that.
But Gifted, secretly in your heart, do you want a hooker? Never mind. I'm glad.
Derrick White over Desmond Bane. Oh man.
Yeah, he provides more value. He's a better defender. He can shoot the 3-ball better, and he can score when needed with the Boston offense. I think he's more value.
He's a better shooter than Desmond Bane
this season.
Yeah, I ain't getting with that one.
I don't know what you want from me.
I disagree.
What are you basing that on? Percentages?
Quality looks.
Okay.
Well,
I think Bane's shot quality normally is going to be higher than his in a given season. But in terms of value towards a championship team, who's the better POA defender between those two players? Are you saying Bane?
Derrick White. Derrick
White is awesome, man.
We never argued defensively. I disagreed with the shooting. That's why I disagreed.
Just creation, shooting, talent.
Well, creation. You said so. We're doing Derrick versus Desmond Bane.
Yeah.
Derrick gets better. Derrick gets easily better looks than Bane does right now, but that's just because of the team. Derrick's also is the best on-ball playmaker they have on that team.
Yeah, he's a much better playmaker than him too. Bane's the overall better shooter, but this year in terms of like quality looks, I think White is getting better looks more consistently. To be fair, he is in Boston, but if you're talking about a championship team, I think the role that you need the most, White fills a bit more than Bane.
I feel like
Bane
I'm
could-
learning that the more you level up or level down relative to your current talent level, the more efficient or less efficient you're going to be. If you take a third option and put him into first option, he's going to be less efficient. If you take a first option and put him into third option, he's going to be super efficient. So that's what I'm saying. It's like
I
you
think Bane
can't
would be great
you
in
can't really
Boston.
say that unless you see Desmond Bane in Boston, which we're not going to see, and see how he does in that
I mean,
role.
the way it works for Boston, they
I
might
think
get him.
Bane
Who
will be
knows?
phenomenal in Boston. He's just not gonna he's not gonna provide the defensive value that White does for Boston. So that would be a downgrade in that sense because their scheme is built around White being their best POA and Drew Holiday as the versatile guy who guards the other spots. Bane would give you more of a scoring punch, but in Boston, you don't need that when you have the roster that they have. They need that perimeter defense because that stems their defense and offense being top 5.
Kind of like what Milwaukee just did. I don't want to trade that.
I mean, they do have Drew Holiday, so I feel like there's a little bit of redundancy there. But yeah, I like Derrick White a lot.
Redundancy between Derrick White and Drew.
How's that redundant?
It's not necessarily redundant, but there is a lot of overlapping skill sets there. Point of attack defense is one of them.
But Drew Holiday's best skill is not just POA, but also you can put him on bigger players.
Yeah. He can be a big defender for sure. He can be a post
but
defender.
now if you have Bane on that team, it makes more sense to have Drew Holiday be the primary POA on guards because Bane's not going to cut it like White will. That's the point.
I think Desmond Bane's underrated defensively, but we can move on. Yeah.
I mean, that's fine, but he's not better than White, though.
No, he's not.
I mean, he can be underrated, but he's not better than
Derrick White. Prior to this year, he was better though. I just want to be clear about that. When they were healthy,
wait a minute, as a perimeter defender?
No, just a player. As a player,
Just a player.
Desmond Bane was better. Better until this
I
season.
still think Desmond Bane is better than Derrick White.
I mean, that's fine, but I'm talking about defensively. He's not giving you that same value.
No, he's not giving you that same value.
How many
It's
Desmond Bane
but value is relative to who you play for and who you play against. Desmond Bane plays with a way worse team in a way harder conference. He's going up against tougher competition. He has harder teams to face every night. He's not been healthy. He's not getting a rhythm. He's playing with G leaguers, man.
On top of that, do you guys know how good Desmond Bane would look on the Celtics? Like
Yeah,
he would look like a miles better defender. Just because he's playing with that.
Then he is not.
Let's not yet. Let's not yet. That's not true. He would not look like a.
He would look like a better defender because he's on a better defensive crew. On top of that, he would look amazing on offense. He would help everybody on that.
Ron, did you remember last year that he was on the best defensive team in the league? Was he better than Derrick White?
Good, and he looked
better than Derrick White last year.
To be fair, though, he was really good defensively last year. He was really
good.
He was a really big part of that.
So now he's going to come to Boston, who is not as good as Memphis, but he's going to look better defensively.
Their Boston is better this year defensively than Memphis was last year.
They are
just because of their scheme, though. Now, again, they don't have a better single defender for me than Jaren was last year. So I'm not saying like individual defender, but
I'm talking about as a unit. I'm not talking about individual.
Yeah, they are a better defense this year, which is why Boston is such an overwhelming favorite to win or get to the finals. Like they have a number 2 defense in the league right now. Now again, scoring has gone up, so the defensive rating is higher than it was overall. I think across the league, but I'm saying that like Boston's a better defense this year as a unit than Memphis was, because remember, Boston doesn't have the thing about Boston. They do not have a weakness defensively as a traditional weakness in the top 6 on their roster. That's rare. They don't have one except for Kristaps and Drop or whatever. He doesn't.
Their weakest defender at times is Jaylen Brown, and even since post All-Star break, his defense has also been ramping up. That's how good defensively they are.
Defender's been Jaylen Brown, but I mean that's another conversation. But I think
because he's picked it up. We won't,
Yo, we got to get back to the list. Chill. It's on you. You have Jaden Ivey.
Sure. Jaden Ivey is. I don't think he provides any value on. Is he even starting now in Detroit?
Yep.
So he's back to starting.
He is not. Killian Hayes got packed up.
He got packed up. So yeah.
So put him ahead of Scoot.
Scoot is still too high.
Yeah, Scoot is kind of.
Ox, you got Peyton Pritchard.
Big PP.
This could be very dangerous.
All eyes on you, Ox.
That's cool. I mean, he'll 1-star. but I like him, and I really want to put him in a 2-star category.
Do it then, Ops. Do it. Stand on
Why you
business,
gotta be
brother.
like this? Chill.
Do it.
I'm do it.
Follow your heart.
Relax,
Because he for sure.
I need Chill to stop instigating.
He for sure 1 star, no doubt.
Where do you have a place you would like to put him?
At the front of the 1 star.
At the front of the 1 star. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Ahead of Jordan Poole and
At
Cam
the front of the
Thomas.
1 star.
All right, Spencer Dinwiddie, it's on you, Swiper.
Is there a better backup lead guard in the game than is there a better backup lead guard in the game right now than Pritchard? Playing better than Pritchard.
A better backup lead guard?
Yeah, better backup
mini,
lead guard.
Kaysen Wallace. Yeah, give me Kaysen. Yeah, no problem. No,
You'll take Kaysen Wallace over Pritchard.
Yeah, please.
I would take Kaysen Wallace over Pritchard. Yeah, I would.
You guys consider Kaysen Wallace a point guard?
Well, I'm saying a backup lead guard, like relative to. I mean, they off the bench they're bringing. I mean, it's what's the shooter's name, bro? Isaiah Joe. Yeah, I'm saying like relative to what they have, he's the best backup lead guard option that they have. But obviously they're staggering between Josh, between SGA, and whatever. So I think some of this is. I mean, trying to think about in the league would have a backup lead guard situation.
So TJ McConnell.
I don't know if Colin Sexton counts. Isn't he now elevated?
Even Malik Monk, honestly, when Malik comes off the bench, like I think Malik I'd rather have as a lead guard option than Peyton Pritchard. I just think he has more availability to him, and so because you can take advantage. I think you can take advantages of the defense better than anything Peyton.
I just don't know about calling Peyton Pritchard a lead guard like that when his main value is going to be a off-ball shooter more than break it down a defense as a point guard or whatever it is.
Well, but he does do that. But he does a number of other different things too. I mean, if you watched him yesterday, he does rebound. He does defend.
Yeah, and also somebody in the chat said even though Chill is hating on CP3, CP3 also deserves credit for what he's done as a lead guard off the bench this year because they've been winning their minutes. But CP3, this season for the most part with the bench unit. And again, I know. It's not always. It's not. There's always context to that. But I'm saying he has been a welcome addition to the team.
Once he gave up on Dario Saric, she became way better. So I hear you on that.
You got Spencer Dinwiddie.
Why do I have Spencer Dinwiddie?
Because that's the way the order goes. Let's just laugh.
Oh, Spencer Dinwiddie is a no star. Put him at the bottom, please.
Get Dinwiddie up.
In front of Jaden Hardy or behind?
Get Dinwiddie up.
They got rid of him. So wait, is that Javon Carter at the bottom of that?
Yeah, that's him.
Yes.
Oh, that's actually nasty. How Javon Carter's in no star. That's crazy.
The only reason he's there because he's bald. By the way, the only reason he's there because he's bald. So just to be clear, that's clearly a bias.
But being bald,
not have hair.
But being bald literally boosts his overall attributes, though. Yeah,
that's the only reason.
I don't get that.
Mars,
that's insane.
You got D'Angelo Russell.
Would him being light skinned have to do with anything too?
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Sure, because I don't know. I think Swiper got an agenda over here.
What? How?
He might have an agenda because he's bald. I could.
He identifies.
But Javon Carter, how? I don't understand. You know what? Matter of fact, put. Hold on. Forget the list. I'm sick of these people because Chill's been hating for no reason today. I know Gifted. Gifted's been a long time hater, and then Mars, he's not a hater. Ox,
is funny.
It's fake beef, right? It's fake beef. He just has trash takes that I cook. I don't. And the gentleman I just met today, you're perfectly fine. We have a good relationship. And me and Ron is an instigator extraordinary. But it is what it is.
Give it time.
But these two bald-headed men up here that are bald in spirit. Okay, bald in spirit, which means
bald in spirit is crazy.
I just got a haircut like
that's actually nuts.
Let's put that out there. Right.
Y'all are crazy talking about I have an agenda. Javon
Only
Carter.
Difference is, Swiper, I can actually take my hat off and be fine.
I have no issue. It's just a style. I wore my hat off all that show. I walk around with a bald head. I love being. It's nice. And first off, I cut my hair off in the pandemic because I was being a responsible social citizen, and I didn't want to go to the barber and all that.
Responsible social citizen.
I kept it up. Look, listen.
You were just lazy.
This is my issue. Javon Carter, when he was in the starting five with the Bucks, which again, I know he's surrounded by Giannis and all them, they were the number one starting five in the league last year in defense, and he was a reason why they were. He's a good POA defender. He's a good shooter. I think he deserves to be higher on this list. Putting him next to Spencer Dinwiddie is disrespectful.
Disgusting. That is
That's
disgusting.
all I'm saying.
How bad do
And
you think
Shields
Spencer
the reason
Dinwiddie
why
is,
they
man?
did it. He's the reason why they did it because he doesn't like short balled players. He said that to me. Anybody that reminds him of Jordan getting kicked out the league for the gambling, he just
I could buy that.
We got to get back to the list though. Mars,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
Carl, or I don't know why I said Carl Anthony Towns. Mars, you got D'Angelo Russell.
Top of 2-star.
Top of 2-star.
Mm-hmm.
I could get with that. Best 3-point shooter on a average team, below average team. Yeah, I could get with that.
All right, this is what the 3, 4, 2-star, and 1-star is looking like right now. We don't really got to worry about 5. 3 guys up there that I think they're all in good position. Penn, you have Marcus Smart next.
Penn, hold on for a
Oh,
second.
damn.
James B, you actually talking about somebody being a ball goofy? Your hairline looked like a chick running from her pimp that she owed money to. You got some nerve talking about somebody being
Wow.
You got some nerve.
Damn, James.
You got some damn nerve.
Damn,
I'm
James.
sorry, Penn.
Unfortunate, James.
I
Damn.
lost my train of thought.
Let's get back focused.
Because the only thing that was lost.
Marcus Smart, eh? I'm gonna put him. I gotta put him at 2-star right now. Unfortunately, I'm tempted, but yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go right behind Fred VanVleet. No, you put him behind. Put him behind Malcolm Brogdon, bro. Like, I don't know, this Malcolm Brogdon thing on 2-star is really driving me nuts. I understand like why he's there and everything because he's on a bad team, but he's not the reason they're bad. He's the reason they've won anything ever. Like, he's
Malcolm
great.
Brogdon should be higher. You're saying
Higher than where he's like, yeah, he's
Like
lower than Russell Westbrook.
Higher within 2 stars, you're saying?
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
agree.
yeah. Like,
There are
should be
players
way
who
higher.
shouldn't be
Not
there.
higher than 2-star, but higher within the 2-star.
Yeah,
higher
it's
within-
just injuries, right? Like, it's injury concerns, but you're not telling me like Malcolm Brogdon's on a different tier than, I don't know. He's like a fringy, he's like a elite 2-star.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah, like Marcus Smart behind Malcolm Brogdon.
Behind Malcolm Brogdon. All right, there he is.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
what?
about to say. That's what I was about to say.
Wait, hold on. How is Marcus Smart? How is Marcus Smart behind Alex Caruso and Josh Giddey?
Like, hold on. What are we
He
doing?
shouldn't be.
Hold on.
What? Well, I'm saying, but
That's where we are. Unfortunately.
But I'm not putting him behind. I'm not putting him ahead of Fred VanVleet and Malcolm Brogdon.
It's Fred
Marcus-
VanVleet got you bent,
Marcus,
man.
is it because
Yeah,
of the
Marcus
injury?
Smart. You think
Marcus
Marcus?
is absolutely better than those players. By the
Is it
way,
because
on
of
a
the injury?
championship run, I would much rather have Marcus Smart.
Right.
Not
Is it
even
because of
Marcus
the
Smart
injury?
for me.
now, not Marcus Smart 2 years ago. Marcus Smart
This
today.
year, I would take Marcus Smart fully healthy over both of those players as a starter on my championship team. No doubt. Not even a question for me.
You've seen the track record of guys with questionable jump shots getting past 30, right? You've seen that. Like,
Questionable? Marcus Smart is a respected jump shooter in the NBA. I'd like to think
Did
it's
he win the
I
playoff game last year? Oh, I just got.
He
I
literally
like-
did. He
gotta remember.
literally
I
did.
just gotta remember.
I'd
did happen.
like to think he's respectable as a jump shooter. I don't think. Don't get me. He's
When
not a knockdown.
Tatum was
jump
nowhere to
shooter.
be seen in Game 6
But
for
he's
the
a
first 3
respectable
quarters.
jump
I'm pretty
shooter.
sure Marcus
Right.
Smart carried that team. By the way,
Right.
He was a great
I mean,
playmaker during that
he's like what 2 years away. He's 2 years
that's
removed
like
from winning
KCP
DPOY.
saving-
I get it.
That's KCP saving the Nuggets. That's the equivalent of what that was, by the way. But whatever. Let's just keep moving.
Gifted. You have Max Strus.
Max Strus, 3-point phenom this season.
No.
Last
He's
season,
been going crazy this year, Gifted.
Interesting
season,
description of Max Strus. Well, put me up here. I'll go do Max Strus.
3-point phenom, man. 3-point phenom. Such a great player. Zoom out for the list real quick so I can see it. Let's go. Let's go above Kevin Huerter. 1 star.
It's a good place
I
for him.
could get with that. I could get with that.
Anybody up here disagree that he should go above Kevin Huerter? Going once, going twice.
Not everything needs a
Sold.
debate.
Back
Yeah.
to the top of the list. Before we get to your next pick, Chill, I'm gonna go ahead and read a couple super chats.
Super chats.
They good money. Let's go ahead and honor that. ESTP AI said, does it burn or does it sting? Be honest.
I don't remember what he was talking about because that was a while ago.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about neither.
Anybody, does it burn or does it sting? Or are we all pleading the fifth?
It's chill. It's chill.
All right, cool. I'm glad everybody chose to plead the fifth. Liam McLean said, who do you guys feel is the most influential guard in NBA history?
Jordan, with the ball head, the big shorts, his game.
Stephon Curry. It's Stephon Lazarus Curry.
The logo of the NBA.
Nah. Jerry West?
It's Steph Curry.
How?
Because he's
Maybe as an executive.
It's Kerr Shoot. It's Kerr
It's Steph.
Kerr Goat. It's Steph.
the NBA logo is Jerry West.
No, it's Jordan.
No, it's not. He's not had more impact on the NBA than kids.
100% he did. Absolutely.
No,
First of all, before Jordan showed up, the two guard was 6'3", 6'4". Now the two guard is 6'6".
And then Steph Curry came back at 6'2.5" and then cooked everybody.
6'2.5". But last I checked,
Mars has basketball dreams because of Steph Curry.
No, he doesn't.
Gifted has basketball dreams because of Steph Curry.
But,
but those basketball dreams are happening in Greece because of Michael Jordan. You gotta understand,
they're happening in China because of Steph Curry right now.
Nah, they're happening.
The player that had the most impact across the sea, the player that had the most impact across the sea is probably Kobe. Probably Kobe, given the apex of where he reached. No, I know. No, chill. I agree. I'm saying the next step, the next iteration of that in terms of the first, like truly outside of when Jordan, obviously Spain and the Olympics and everything. I'm talking about from an impact on players from a culture standpoint. It could be Kobe, just because Kobe, his name became like reminiscent of like greatness and Mamba mentality and toughness and shot making across the world, including for me.
But that's recency bias. You're literally talking about a guy who patterned his entire game about the guy we're talking about.
That's the point.
People aren't. I'm saying more than likely when you walk down the hallway, people are not saying Jordan. They're saying Kobe. So I'm saying that like I agree.
Those people are on TikTok and they're 14 years old. I don't care about those people. I'm talking about in the last 20 years. Even in the last 30 years. Okay, if you and I take a stroll down Italy and we ask the average person who doesn't watch basketball, do you know who Kobe Bryant is? Give me two, three memories of Kobe versus give me 2-3 memories of Michael Jordan, bro. I've seen Michael Jordan, bro. I've seen Michael Jordan jerseys in India. I've seen Michael Jordan jerseys in literally every country I ever went to.
That's not a good argument for Kobe Bryant, though. Kobe Bryant would have, I guarantee you, if we walked in Africa right now, or walked in China or Japan, and we walked around and said, "Give me your,"
people would be like, "I can't believe you're alive."
Huh?
You talking? I thought you said if Kobe was walking around.
No. If we were walking around asking people about like your favorite Kobe memory, they would be
81 points.
Up. Yeah, but I'm saying, but like that for them though, for I think for the generation, especially when the influx of the television and the internet post Jordan Bulls, like I think Kobe became like the icon. Like he was the icon. Again, I agree.
Face of the league behind. Okay, first of all, he was the face of the league when. Okay, this is a real question. How many years of his life was Kobe Bryant the best player in the NBA?
No, you're not asking the right question. You're not asking the right question.
It is a worthwhile question. And then if you want to talk about impact, then I think impact should matter in terms of ratings. Look at finals ratings. Honestly, I understand cord cutters are a thing, but look at the 98 finals ratings. Look at the TV ratings. Look at how many people watch that. Number one all time. Okay, and then look at Kobe versus Orlando, and go check those ratings. It's nothing. If Kobe was against Boston, those ratings were high
because LeBron didn't live up to his part.
Exactly.
Of
it was remember they were doing Nike. Oh,
what does LeBron have to do with Orlando?
Just to give people a timeline, in 2009, and Dom will remember, Fitzgerald remembers this, Gifted might remember this, Ox, you remember this, Ron, you remember this, Mars, you might remember this. In 2009, in the Eastern and Western Conference Finals, Nike was doing the puppet commercials in the conference finals. Prior to LeBron,
and Dwight Howard threw a monkey wrench in it. Oh,
right.
Man.
That's why those finals were not watched, because of that. That was the reason, because they built up the storyline the entire year. Once the playoffs started and once the conference finals began, and then once Dwight Howard ended that mess for the Cavs, everything dropped. Everything dropped off. The branding, they never did it. And again, they never made that mistake again. They never did that ever again.
I don't remember that.
Go ahead.
Dama.
I just got here. I just want to make sure and ask: is the argument who's more recognizable? Like,
which guard is the most influential guard in NBA history?
Yeah, I think it might be
influential.
Curry.
That's the question.
I think it might be Curry, but we're talking Kobe Jordan.
I said it's Jordan.
Damo, I'm gonna let you answer this, Damo, and then we got to move on.
Mhm.
Damo got the final say.
Oh, it's either Jordan or Curry. That's the only option. That's the only answer.
Yeah, those are the two.
And it's like flip a coin.
Honestly, out of respect and being honest, because of what came first, I would say Jordan because of the impact he just had, but because of social media, because of the internet, because of times now, because of how many screens a person can be on at one time, I would probably say Curry is more influential. We'll see that in the next 10 years, the true impact of Stephen Curry. The next 10 years will show that. We're still in the infancy phases of the impact of a Stephen Curry. That stuff is still going to trickle down for years and years to come. But right now,
There's got ways to go.
Yeah. We're not done yet. In another 10 years, you'll start to see it, and then we can revisit this conversation, and you'll realize, oh, damn, every guard in the NBA is shooting from half court. Every guard in the NBA is like mega deep range. Like, everybody has it. That's Curry impact. Like, I don't – so –
we
right
do got to move on.
So basically, after he's gone, that's when we'll find out.
No, but even now, even Trae Young is like
the reason he's so influential is because of the cohort of people who are his height in the world and that can actually emulate what he's doing. Right,
he has a skill set that everybody can, not everyone, but you can.
Well, not everybody, but like Muhammad Abdul-Rauf did exist, right? Like there are guys who were like snipers.
Yeah, but his
at
name
that size.
was too difficult to say, and he was Muslim, and he got kicked out of the league, so they weren't going to give him that kind of love. Though. That's
it was
the problem.
players. It was obviously players that were pulling from deep before Curry, but to norm it, there are players that set the foundation and did it before, and then it was someone who normalized it. And
you
was
literally
the person that did it. That's Stephen Curry. Stephen Curry made it normal to do it. Every people at all heights. Obviously, he made it people for smaller guards or undersized guards, unathletic guards. They could do it. But now you have these guys who are mega athletes, also not relying on their athleticism. But now I'm showing I can pull from deep too. Big men who have post work now eliminate the post work. I'm shooting threes, and some of them are starting to pull from deep too. So that's that. I would say that's the difference.
You literally have little kids who don't learn form shooting first. They're shooting from three. Their first shot as basketball players get into it is the three ball now. And that's because of Steph. The AAU scene where it's just deep three after deep three after deep three. A lot of that is influenced by the fact that a guy can come in, be undersized, but be so talented at shooting a basketball, they make careers and livings off of that. Steph is a big part of pushing that forward. We're so desensitized to teams taking a whole bunch of threes because Steph single-handedly can lead the league in three-pointers made by himself and bend possessions. Like, that is a Steph thing, but MJ,
sounds like you ruined the game. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't see because you said pushing it forward by having kids shoot threes without form shooting. That's not
just because you have a broke jumper and never figured that out. That's a different conversation. That's a different conversation.
We're talking basketball right now, Spike, but we're not talking bullshit. You mute your mic. I'm talking about basketball right now. You're not fit to tell you.
That's why Quentin Grimes is on this list, by the way, because of that. Man.
That's why Quentin Grimes is gonna come up again.
Quentin Grimes is gonna be on the list regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if I had to take a shot for every time Quentin Grimes came up, I would have died of alcohol poisoning.
You would have died. You would have died a while ago.
6 hours ago.
Yeah. It's true.
But he was literally going to be on the list regardless because I had to put him.
Yeah, at zero or one. You're right.
Yo, we got to keep it pushing.
We got to move on.
We do got to move on. To be fair.
No, hold on, man. Because
Go ahead, Ox. Go ahead.
His lips. You're saying that it's moving the game ahead by just having kids start out shooting threes when they can't even shoot the ball yet.
I didn't say that.
Okay, cool.
I didn't say that.
Move on.
All right.
Let's go on.
Let's move on. Leave Quentin Grimes in the dust. Go ahead, Ron.
All right. I got another super chat. Before I do that, I do want to encourage you guys to like the video. I also haven't shouted out www.playerschoicemerch.com. I know yesterday my man copped his beanie. Y'all following his footsteps and cop your beanie too. Go ahead and get you a nice Scully. Whether you have hair under your beanie or whether you don't, just get one and do yourself a favor. Right? Get yourself a hoodie and follow in Mars' footsteps. However you want to do it. But go ahead and do your thing. Also, we got some new members too. Shout out Exo Screens. And shout out King MK. Shout out all the new members. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like the video once again. I got another super chat from Andra 15789. Andra said Luka Doncic is creating the highest shot quality in NBA history since tracking data began.
Oh my gosh.
With his unrealized assist, grenades? Question mark.
So he's creating the highest shot quality of the last 10 years.
Okay, great. Yeah, I just that whole point for me is just sure, no problem.
What's wrong with that point, Swiper?
It doesn't. It's cool. It's great. I mean, that's perfectly fine. I mean, Trae Young's not that far off. James Harden's not that far off. But yes, the most 1,000%. I also agree. It is a big thing. It is a big thing.
Okay.
Ron, you do. By the way, Ron, you do that to me again. Give me co-host power. Next time I want to point at somebody who's bagless, who ain't got nothing in his bag. I'm definitely pointing at you, brother. Be careful out here. Be careful on these streets, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you.
All right.
It's all right. He be yapping. It's all right. He be yapping a lot. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
LaFlame said Mars in Premier League? Question mark. Nah. There you go, LaFlame. One more super chat before we get back to the list. Liam McLean said Ali was an incredible athlete, and Babe Ruth, surprisingly, athletic for his body type. Basically, what he's saying is Babe Ruth had sneaky athleticism.
No, he's not.
Man,
He's
get
not.
me out of here with that. Man, get out of here with this Babe Ruth propaganda, man. I'm not trying
Out
to
of here. Can you imagine what would go on today if we found out that Babe Ruth was in the gambling spot? He was in the trick spot, so 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, crashing cars, and then showed up to the games drunk. Would Babe Ruth be still playing today?
Sneaky athlete.
Hell no. We found out last night Babe Ruth was in the trick spot last night, yo. We saw Babe Ruth in the gambling spot. Man, please.
All right, fellas. Gifted, it's on you next, correct? It was Pin last?
I think so.
Pin went last?
Yeah.
All right, Gifted, you have Devin Vassell.
Gifted, do the right thing. 6'7" shooting guard. Gifted. 6'7" shooter.
Give me Devin Vassell. I'll say 2-star Devin Vassell. Give me 2-star Devin Vassell. You can put him over. You put him over Amen.
Oh, way over that. Higher Gifted.
Do I care about a lot of these other players? I mean,
no, bro, he's better than Josh Giddey, bro. He's better than Josh Giddey.
I mean, I know that, but just because of that, I'm not putting him at the top of 2-star though.
Wait a minute. Is Devin Vassell better than DeJounte Murray?
Man, look. Look. All right, bro. All right.
Is that ridiculous to say that?
I like the judge.
If I had to start him as my 2 guard, I would rather have him over Devin Vassell though. Next to another one of these like 4-star level guards though. That's for sure.
Devin Vassell is better than Jordan Clarkson. Like
he is better than Jordan Clarkson. I agree. Honestly,
but the order of 2-star is messed up. Like I don't know. The order of 2-star.
What the fuck?
Like there's players he's better than who are above him, but then like there's also
2-star is a little
Yeah, it's messy.
Can I just ask?
What's up, Dom?
I know we're trying to get through it. I just need to ask one more time, just because yesterday I had this problem. I got this problem again today. Tell me the criteria between 3-star and 2-star, real quick.
No, there is none. Here's the thing, Damo. That's what we're doing, Damo. That's what we're doing.
Vibes.
Whatever you think when you're looking at these stars, whatever you think, where you think this guy is, your criteria. This is what you think this guy is.
But a joint list doesn't work if everyone has their own criteria. Otherwise, it'll never make sense. That's why we had to have a criteria.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, doesn't make sense.
I'm not gonna lie. At this point, we too far in deep. I'm gonna go 2-star.
We have been trying to stick to that. So I'm just saying, like, don't break the order now. You know?
Why the hell is Malik Monk 3-star and Austin?
I know he should be 4-star.
Which one of these should be
Malik is better than Austin? That's why.
Fellas, we got to get back to it. Damo,
Malik Monk shouldn't be 3-star, but you know it's cool.
He's a good
Damo,
player.
it's on you, and you got.
Yeah, he's
Kyrie
good,
Irving.
but he's a good 2-star player. I agree.
Kyrie Irving.
Yes, Damo, Kyrie
Put him
Irving.
at the top of 4-star.
Top of 4.
Top.
Kyrie, you
Ahead of Spider?
The top of 4-star, like I said, yes.
Top?
Top of 4-star, yes, because
Man.
And the game when it moved you.
Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards should be 5 stars in my opinion. So top of
What?
4-star.
W vibes.
Okay,
There he
all
is.
right.
I don't hate it. I don't hate
I'm gonna put W vibes in the chat, man. You know,
W vibes.
Chill. You
W
got the
vibes in the
Colonel
chat, man.
himself.
KCP is a starter on the championship team. He was the fourth starter on the championship team. I don't think he better. I don't think he. Yeah,
Yo, who's playing music?
It was
I know you heard that, Ron.
Jokic, Joker.
Jokic,
Murray.
I wish they had two.
Aaron
You say
Gordon.
Lokic?
I think he's better than all of these guys in tier 2. I think he's better than DeJounte Murray too.
KCP?
What?
Chill.
We don't value defense in this tier, but he's right next to Alex Caruso. Though. He's right behind
Put
him.
him at the top of tier 2. That's where we going.
All right. Top of tier 2.
I think he's better than Desmond Bane.
That's where you could find the Colonel. All right.
That's OG?
Moving along. Nah, that's Colin
Sexton.
Ox really is a racist. I ain't gonna lie.
We have to have Quentin Grimes part 2.
Ox, you killer.
But I couldn't see. So that's
Got you need glasses,
okay.
yo?
Nah, this
need
glasses
glasses
is
out?
real small. It's real small. I can see good. I just couldn't see that. He black as hell. He look
Word
just
up.
like OG.
Come on.
Colin Sexton. I think Colin Sexton showed a lot this year. I think Colin Sexton can be in that 2-star area. But who is he better than in that to put him in there? Put Colin Sexton behind Austin Reeves.
All right. That's where Colin is. Swiper, you got Markelle Fultz.
Healthy Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz actually was. They had one of the best 5-man lineups in the league when he was fully healthy and he was playing. Markelle Fultz, good playmaker, gets to the rim decently. Not as.
Yeah, you ran out of things to say. That's good. Yeah, that's it.
Yo, chill out.
He's shifty,
Bob.
man. He's shifty.
Better than Jordan Poole.
Yes.
I mean, this version, yeah.
Better
A
than
lot of
Pritchard.
players better than this version of Jordan Poole. We being real.
Who's that next to Amen Thompson on the left?
On what side?
Devin
Benedict
Vassell
Vassell.
or Devin
and
Vassell?
Mathurin and Vassell.
Yeah, I'm
Is he
putting
better than-
Fultz. I'm putting Fultz here. This list is just wrong. This just need to reorder. So I'm putting Fultz 2. But the problem is the gaps between these players. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm probably going to put Fultz just for the sake of the list. I mean, it's just, but he's not. But I'm saying, like, it's because some of these players he can be behind. He's not better than, but he's better than like Russell Westbrook and Jordan Clarkson, maybe. But like, probably right in front of Russell Westbrook. I'll put Markelle Fultz. But he's also not better than Marcus Smart and a few of these other players. I don't know.
That's why you gotta let it go.
I put Marcus Smart
Go to
there
Russell
to reset the order. So basically, Marcus Smart is like a reset. I put Marcus Smart exactly where he belongs so that it screws up everything. You know what I
You
mean?
guys are really overthinking.
I mean, shit's already screwed up. Y'all
Okay,
overthinking
just
it
put him
at
in
this
front of
point.
Russ. Just put him in front of Russell
Yeah.
Westbrook. All right.
Put him in front of Russ.
Yeah.
All right, Markelle, we have found your place. Mars, you have CJ McCollum. Huh? What?
Top of 2-star.
Top of 2-star. KFC, you have been dethroned by CJ McCollum. All right, Josh Hart is next in pin. You will be placing him where he correctly belongs.
I love
Top
this
of
dude.
2-star.
Yeah, I really dig that dude.
CJ, your reign at the top was shorter than leprechauns. There you go. Josh Hart. Tice Jones next, gifted.
Give me 2-star. Give me 2-star. Let's say 2-star over false.
There he is.
This year, though?
Damo.
Different.
Damo, you
Can I
have.
petition to trade my spot? Just one spot. Just whoever's after me, can they get this one? I get the next one.
It depends on whether Chill wants to will and deal.
I'll take I'll take Tyler Hero, sure.
We got
All right.
trades going down. Okay, word up, word up.
I'll take Tyler Hero, sure.
Damo, you got Cade Cunningham.
Damn.
3-star ahead of DeJounte Murray.
Cade?
Yep.
Yes, Cade. Yes.
Oh
Cade.
my God.
Why are you saying Cade like that though?
He's not that good.
Yes, he is.
And you
No,
don't-
he's
you
not.
don't
Yes,
know
he
ball.
is.
Here we go.
Wait,
You
what's
don't know
wrong
ball
with-
on Cade.
Yeah,
Here we go.
yes, he is.
Okay.
Who said Cade isn't good?
Okay.
He said he's
I
not
literally, I knew you were going to do this. I don't even know you that way, but I knew you were going to do this. Let me tell you something. Pistons record overall this season, 12 and
Well, that
57.
hand's
right?
sassy.
Hold on.
I knew he was gonna bring a record.
What's their record without him?
I knew he was.
What's their record without him?
Let him
What is
rock.
their record? What is their record without
Let
him?
him rock.
4 and 7.
So they, so,
What?
Think about
Who
that.
did-
so
who
they
did
3
they-
They're
games
like a
under-
half respectable team without him.
they're 3 games under
4
500.
and 7.
Yeah,
3 games under 500, and
without him. And
And
with,
but
and
who did they
with
beat in
him,
those games.
they are 9 and 50.
9 and 50 with him.
Right, that's a bigger sample size. Duh.
Right.
I don't understand your
For a
point there.
year 3 player who's really a year 2 because he missed a large majority of last season, and they
Yeah, that's not
have
moving me at
anyone
all.
around him.
Hold on,
They have
hold
no
on,
one
hold
around
on,
him.
hold
to
on.
What does he
Wait,
do?
wait, wait,
He could.
What
He thought he
does
could.
he
That's crazy.
do?
Can I ask a question? Hold on. Can I ask a
Yes,
question?
what does he do? What does he do
What
well?
was the
Does he
record
shoot
last
well?
year
Does he
without him?
create well? Is he a great
What was
passer?
their record last year without him? Because he missed a great portion last year. What was the record last year without him?
They weren't this bad.
They were at the
Were
bottom
they
of the
not?
East.
What was their record? No,
They were
say
at
their
the
record
bottom-
last year
they were
without
at
him.
I say the record though.
Because they
Hold on.
finished 17 and what? 17 and
They were-
17 and
that-
65.
65?
Yeah, they were at the bottom of the
And he
East.
Bro,
missed
that
how
record
many
shit really don't
They
move
would
me,
need a
bro.
Moses
played
level
12
miracle
games
to
last
get to
year.
17 wins this year,
He
and he's been
played
healthy
12
for most of the
games
season.
last year, and they won 17.
Bro, what are we talking
Are
about?
you, are you equating what Monty Williams did with this crew to start the season?
Doing?
No,
With
no.
Cade,
What
is that what you're
happens is
doing?
no. Sure, I'll explain what happens. What happens is when you don't watch a team, the
Yeah.
way you
Yeah.
grasp the player's impact ends up going down to wins.
Bro,
and
I
losses.
watched-
Definitely not watching no
I
Pistons.
watched
Stop
40
lying.
Pistons games this year.
No, you
40
didn't.
Pistons
I literally
games?
made a
No, you
video
did
saying
not.
they're
You
not
did
the
not.
relegate
Hold on,
Cade's
hold on,
impact
40?
to their record without
no,
him.
no cap. I watched 40 games of theirs this year. I made a
No
video
cap.
saying they're
There
not.
is
Cat, you
They are
said no
not.
cap.
There is no reason.
Are you from
why
Detroit?
would relegate Cade
No,
to
Get to
their
from
I'm not
Detroit.
from
They're
Detroit.
without
But I
from
made a
Detroit.
video
Have
saying
you
they're
gone to the
not the
games and
worst.
actually watched them play basketball or no? Because
There's
also did
there's
that.
no
Going
reason
to the
why
games?
you-
No, I did not
Wait,
go
fellas,
to the
fellas,
games.
Everybody. We got one mic.
Question.
Let's have a
Ron,
civilized conversation.
Shout
I
out
just want
to
to ask
Nas.
a
All right, let's
question
swipe
real
it.
quick.
Let's swipe. Okay,
Have
go ahead,
you-
swipe.
So could we're ranking Cade Cunningham, and you feel like he hasn't been good. So which tier 2 player would you say has been outright better than him this season? Which tier 2 player at the bottom row? Let's say the bottom row. Which tier 2 player do you think has outright been better than Cade Cunningham?
Show the list.
Put
Show
list
the
up, Ron.
list.
Put the list
Yeah, I
up,
just
Ron.
want to see something real quick.
Outright better than him this year.
On the so
On
that
the
bottom
two
row, so like that the bottom row, and then the last with Quentin Grimes. So which
So
of
from,
those
so
players
from
has
Jordan Clarkson,
clearly
so
In terms of impacting winning, yeah.
yeah, just their overall play
Who's
impacting
the
winning.
better basketball player? Who's better than Cade?
I'll give it to Fred and Malcolm Brogdon have been better than him this
Bro,
year.
this Fred gas is so
Okay.
crazy, dude.
Bro,
you
I am the biggest
you got
Fred
some Fred
hater.
Van Fleet, bro.
Bro,
No, you're
I'm
not. You're clearly not. You're
His
clearly
fan-
not.
Call his family and ask him.
So Fred, so just to be clear, Fred this year, next to a much better team, it's averaging 16.7, 8.8 assists, 1.2 steals. Cool.
Yeah, I don't care about
no
that.
problem.
I don't care about that. You're
So-
talking,
Just
you're talking volume. You're talking volume of attempts.
You brought up records.
No. You're talking volume of attempts. I'm talking about how good are you making your teammates.
I'm just reading off their overall numbers just to give some context. That's all.
But you're
And then Cade
missing the
Cunningham,
context.
I'm. What do you mean? I just hold on. Wait a minute.
Context.
I'm in the Western Conference. I covered the Western Conference. I've watched the Houston Rockets. I told people going into the year, Fred and Gifted was here because me and Gifted know each other. Damo wasn't around as much in the summer. I said Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks going to the Houston Rockets at the right move. They had to spend the money anyway. You need a plus playmaker next to Alperen Sengun and Amen Thompson and Jalen Green. And he did that. He's averaging 16 and 8 this season. He's helping that team to uplift. I said the move was a good move, but I've also said Cade Cunningham is when maybe the worst situation of any young star in the NBA. Cade Cunningham this year is averaging 22 points a game with 7 assists. He's shooting 35% from 3, and he's shooting 45% from the field with nobody on his roster. Jalen Durant is on his team with him. He has a bust in Golden State that's now getting rotational minutes for them at the number 3 overall pick with this team. They had Jaden Ivey coming in and out of the lineup. They traded Bojan. They literally were playing Killian Hayes for half of the season on heavy minutes over Ivy just because they could. Monty Williams literally came into this team and tried to tank them, outright tank them in order to get a better draft pick. Cade Cunningham was coming off of I'm not done. Cade Cunningham was coming off of an injury. Last year, if you just do his per 36 relative to other players that are in year 2 or year 3, his numbers are fine. His efficiency had dropped off the face of the earth because they have one of the worst situation for any young player. If you telling me I could trade for right now a 6'8" playmaking guard that's averaging 22-7, 22, 7, 6, 7, whatever.
He's not
22 points, 7 assists on 4 rebounds with 45% from the field and 35% from 3 on the Detroit Pistons. I would do it any day of the week. Any day of the week. He's a good player that's in a terrible situation. I guarantee you he gets a good quality situation. He becomes an all-star level player like he's already projecting to be. Same Paolo last year. Remember Paolo with the Orlando Magic? Oh, look at him. He's inefficient. He's shot chucking, all this other stuff. All of a sudden, they get a healthy roster around him with Franz, with Markelle Fultz, and they got Jonathan Isaac coming back. They got Mo Wagner. They got Wendell Carter Jr. All of a sudden, he's a clear all-star. He's clearly better than Scotty Barnes. He's the number 4 seed in the NBA, in the Eastern Conference right now. This is what I'm saying. Like, young players have to be put, and again, I'll end right here, and then y'all can go. Young players, especially young guards, they have to be put in plus situations to have their skill sets really, truly flourish. As a lead guard on a team when you're a rookie, a second-year player, or third-year player. That's just how it works.
Value is value.
So, like, real quick to Penn, I just want to come to this conversation from this angle, regardless of who you think is better. What I don't appreciate is you pointing to the Pistons record and saying, well, they're 9-50 with Cade. They won 12 games as a team. So I really think that this is not the right stat to be bringing up to prove a point about these players, especially when, if you want to talk about stats, the Pistons are better on the floor factually when Cade is on the floor. I watch these games. It is literally true. They're +5. I have cleaned the glass in front of me right now. I'm sorry. I'm not going to cut you off. I'm going to let you go, but I literally have cleaned the glass in front of me. They are +5. And also eye test, I can literally see it because I literally went to the games and I saw how they had Killian Hayes on the floor with Cade Cunningham. Sometimes the best spacer for Cade wasn't even who you would think it would be. It was Isaiah Stewart to start the year. That was his best spacer in multiple lineups. And you're talking about how he's played with that. But again, the situation in Detroit has been terrible for some time. And their answer to making it, they cut Killian Hayes and they traded some of their best spacers for the team that didn't even really provide that much value. You're talking about Fred VanVleet in comparison to Cade Cunningham. And you love to bring up situation. Cade does not have players around him that best utilize his skill sets. Fred VanVleet, at the very least, has Sengun, who's been very, very good this season. He has other players around that can fit in. And more importantly, he has guys he can actually pass the ball to that can do something with the ball. Cade has not had that consistently. He's faced multiple double teams and triple teams early on. And yet he still is giving you 45% from the field and 35% from 3. Now, is he a perfect player? No, he's not. But he's not even in a situation to maximize his skill sets. And you have the nerve to bring up the Pistons record without Cade, like the team isn't overall garbage and they've only won 12 games on the season. That makes no sense to me in any type of capacity. When they've only won 12 games, they won 9 with Cade, and they are under 500 without Cade. I could understand your bullshit narrative if they were at least above 500 without Cade, but they're not even that. And beyond eye test, again, you can look it up. It's not hard to do Googles or go and clean the glass to look at what the on-off is when Cade is on or off the floor. So your argument makes no sense to me at all from that standpoint. point. How can you poo-poo on-off stats or eye test, but you want to bring up the Pistons record when we all know record win-loss is not enough to come to a conclusion about players? That makes zero sense to me. That's not basketball. That is narrative.
Too much energy for someone who's wrong, bro.
Let Pin go now.
Charlotte
Let Pin
and
go.
Washington in 2 of those wins, by the way.
Please let
Charlotte
Pin
and
go. Please
Washington.
let Pin go.
Let Pin go. Y'all over here.
Please.
Curb stomping my man. Can he get one off?
All right. So you want to talk stats, you want to talk on, off, whatever. I'll tell you something. Value of a replacement is a stat that has often been used to determine who is the actual MVP of the league. You go back through league history, you'll see Michael Jordan leading this. You'll see Kevin Garnett leading this. It's usually the stat that measures what is your value over a replacement player, which means how do you impact the team when you're actually on the court. Let me tell you what the value of a replacement rankings say about Cade Cunningham and the 2021 NBA draft, okay? The number 1 player in that draft, no surprise, Scotty Barnes, 6.5. I want to say the value replacement is very, very much dictated by how much you play. So obviously, if you're a rotation player or a role player and a bench guy, it's not going to be super high. It's not like box plus minus or EPM, which is a rate stat. No, value replacement is a cumulative stat, which is why guys like Nikola Jokic are leading it every single year. Giannis led it some years. It is an important stat. Don't be shaking your head like that. Like, don't be clapping your hands and whatever, man. Come on. So Scotty Barnes is 6.5, right? That's cumulative over his career, and he's played a ton of minutes, so he's gotten that through. He hasn't been the best player in his draft class, but he has been the most serviceable because he's been the healthiest and most consistent. So he got 6.5. Next up is Alperen Şengün with a 5.8. Then you go to Evan Mobley, 5.4, but Evan Mobley probably would be a little bit higher had he played a little bit more minutes, right? Then you got Trey Murphy III. No surprise. Anyone who watched Trey Murphy III knows that he is underrated as hell, and he is a very good player for the New Orleans Pelicans. Then you go to Franz Wagner. Then you got Josh Giddey. Then you got Herb Jones. Then you got Jalen Johnson. Then you got Santi Aldama. What? Where the hell is Cade Cunningham on this list? Then you got my man Quentin Grimes been catching strays for no fucking reason whatsoever from me. Hold on. And Quentin Grimes has played fewer minutes than Cade Cunningham. And Cade Cunningham coming into this season was a negative value replacement guy. He was literally at the bottom of his draft class. He has only climbed to positive 1.2 this year. So you're talking about a guy who is a negative defender. You're talking about a guy who is not 6'8". That is a lie. If you ever watch him in person, he is not 6'8". I've seen this guy in person and summer league. He's not 6'8". He's 6'6".
He's 6'6". Huge guard, by the way.
It is huge for a guard if he was a point guard, which he's not. If you watch him play, he is not a point guard. They have over-leveraged the hell out of this because they branded him as this Luka Doncic type player, and he's not. In his most ideal role, he would be a 6-man or a 4th starter, secondary creator. He is not a 3-star player. The fact that you think he's a 3-star player is because you don't understand the fact that when you over-leverage a guy and he takes a ton of shots, he's going to put up big numbers. But those big numbers are not leading to wins. They've never led to wins, ever. Now, he has had some very impressive stretches. I'll hand you that. He's had some really impressive games, some impressive stretches.
Devin Booker takes were just a few years ago before Chris Paul got there, but keep it moving.
Devin Booker has always been a positive player. He's always been a positive player. Cade Cunningham has almost never been a positive player. Even if you go back to his college stats, people are like, how come the man turns the ball over so much? And people are like, oh, because he's playing with trash teammates. And now he's in Pistons. Oh, how come he turns the ball over so much and he can't make shots? Oh, he's got no spacing. You know, there's this thing about, in life where they say, like, I had a bad roommate. You know that old parable about I had a bad roommate. Yeah. He's like, oh, I had a bad roommate. I was like, oh yeah, you got rid of him. Okay, I had another bad roommate. It's like, okay, got rid of him and I got another bad. It's like at some point you're the bad roommate. You are the problem. Right. And the thing is that Cade has played one way since high school.
James Wiseman. Oh,
okay. Bro, don't even talk about James Wiseman.
The problem with your logic is that
he's not even the best player on his team.
The problem with your logic is that he's only been there for 2 full seasons.
Jaden Durant propaganda, but no.
He's only been there for 2 full seasons.
And you brought up Vort with all these other players asking why is Cade not over them, but you would not say with a serious face Santi Aldama is a better player than Cade Cunningham. But you're bringing up the stat to prop. Well, yeah, I know that you brought up on off and eye test and some other stats, and I brought up record and Vort.
Your eye test is a stat now?
Okay. So since you want to play the semantic game, do you think Santi Aldama is a better player than Cade? Because by your stat, he would add more value,
just
right?
Let him answer. Just let him answer. Is Aldama better than Cade Cunningham so far in this?
Value over no, of course not. Value over replacement only measures how good you are in the role you're playing. Let me give you context. Shaq in 2000, 2001 was the best player in the league, right? We agree. But if you ran him at point and told him to shoot threes like Steph Curry, he'd be the worst player in the league. So the point is, value replacement is measuring how good you are at what you do.
Works. No, that's not the way that works.
Fellas, we gotta move on. I know Damo and I know Mars have something to say, so I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and get this off, and then we gotta go.
Mine is just a simple question. I have no horse in this race. If you said VORP is a cumulative stat, which it is, and we understand Cade has missed a bunch of time due to injury, why are we then using his VORP as an indicator of how good he is when the reason his VORP is lower is because he hasn't played because he's been hurt?
But that's not the reason, because Quentin Grimes is above him and he's played fewer minutes than him, and Santi Aldama is above him and he's played fewer minutes than him.
This season has just climbed to 1.2, right? Which means for
he's
career,
playing better too.
When you was using the draft class, you said 6.5 Scotty Barnes, blah blah blah. You said Cade has just got positive this year, and guess what? This is the year where he's actually been healthy and played. Is there a correlation between him playing and his VORP being higher?
Even at healthy, he has not been anywhere close to the impact of a guy like Franz Wagner or Scotty Barnes or Evan Mobley, or this year, even a guy like Jalen Suggs. So what are we talking about here? Or last year, Josh Giddey.
It's a great thing that Franz and Evan Mobley are on the list.
He's not. He's over leveraged the first option. He's not this jumbo creator that you all build him up to be. He's not that great at passing the basketball. I mean, I'm sorry, protecting the basketball is a part of it.
Bring up the Magic. Multiple players on the Orlando Magic. Is that what I heard?
Yeah, he brought up Franz and Jalen.
He sure did.
So that seems like a coincidence then. What's
a coincidence?
I'm not
Jalen
arguing.
Suggs morphing into this defensive dynamo guard is not a coincidence.
He's always been a good. He's always been a better guard defender. This is rookie year. That was the one thing you relied on is his guard defense. He didn't morph into.
Jalen Suggs has morphed into one of the premier stoppers at the guard position in the NBA. He didn't come into the league as the premier stopper in the league.
He's now one of the best, but
he came in as a positive defender. He came in as a positive defender, but he has turned into a half decent offensive player with elite defensive impact, which to me is a very big contributor on a winning team. You got to do something really well. I'm sorry, for Cade Cunningham, shot creation is his biggest skill.
Jalen Suggs, they play on the same team, and they're not the best player on their team. So they're second and third options at best next to Paolo with a much better overall situation and a much better roster.
We could have a very, very, very long debate about Paolo versus Franz, to be honest.
Real quick,
I had one question. Just one quick hitter. Based off all the players you named, is there any player on a team in this VORP conversation that's on a team as worse than Cade's or not a playoff team? That's one. And two, all I asked was, how is not even that. I just need to know what ways in terms of just on court, what they've done this year. How is Malcolm Brogdon a better basketball player, just on court, than Cade Cunningham?
He controls the flow of the game better. He is a better shooter. He is a better shot creator. He is a smarter team defender. He's a better defender, even with at his age, he's a much better defender. I think the better question is, what does Cade do better than Malcolm Brogdon? They're literally like the same size, 6'5", 6'6". They're both playing kind of the same position. They both play with trash teammates. But I'll tell you right now, you stack one guy's numbers next to the other, the only thing that's going to stick out with Cade is he does more. He does it worse, but he does it more. Look, I understand being over leveraged. I get it. If you were to take,
Cade definitely does do more. I ain't gonna lie, Cade does do more.
But that's my point. It's like you can't just be giving credit to a guy for taking shots. It's the Jerry Stackhouse argument.
Oh no, I'm not saying he shoots more. I'm saying he literally.
Yeah, you're looking at okay, but that's my point. That's my point, bro. If you did that stat comparison between Jerry Stackhouse and like Scottie Pippen, Jerry Stackhouse would come out on top, wouldn't he?
No, he wouldn't. He would not.
In 97, if you compare
97?
points, 97, 98. If you compare points per game, Jerry Stackhouse versus I don't know, like Scottie Pippen. you're going to see points per game come out in Jerry Stackhouse' favor. Why? Because he takes a lot of shots.
No, but this also measures your overall efficiency and then some of the advanced stats that you're bringing up. I think this conversation in large part, I don't know where Scottie Pippen, Jerry Stackhouse came from, because nobody would think that Scottie Pippen wasn't a better at his apex than Jerry Stackhouse was. But also he was older at that point too in the time of his career. But we just move on. We just keep moving. I think the issue that you're putting yourself in with the VORP conversation, which I mean, thank goodness I'm Swiper. Everybody knows I'm the advanced analytics guy. I haven't brought up
he's normally the advanced guy. Yeah,
I didn't even bring it up because the context for me is you're bringing up all players that are fighting for playoff situations with much better rosters, much better structure, much better coaching, as opposed to Cade Cunningham. If Cade Cunningham played for the Rockets right now, I think the conversation around him will be significantly different. If you play with the Cleveland Cavaliers, it will be much different. If you play with the Magic, it will be much different. The difference is if Paolo Banchero was on the same court right now, we would be saying that he's not living up to his expectations to number one overall draft pick because the team around him is stupendously bad. And you, sir, good pen, good video maker, good content creator, good panelist, good conversationalist, will be calling him a shot chucker. It's exactly what you would be doing. Because
I already call him a shot chucker.
Fellas, we got to move on. We have to.
We do got to move on. We do.
Before we do this, let me put this list back up here because I also myself have a dying question for you that I need answered. Where should Cade Cunningham actually absolutely be?
He should be 2-star.
He should be 2-star
for sure. There's no way in hell I'm putting him over Bradley Beal right now. Behind Fred VanVleet.
All right. That's what it is.
But he should be ahead of Tyus Jones. Like I just think Fred is too low. I can't believe I'm the guy up here advocating for Fred VanVleet. I spent a year building a channel hating on the dude, and now I'm advocating.
No, you don't hate Fred VanVleet. I'm sorry, you don't. As long as I've known you for 2 days,
he has
do me a favor.
All he said was good things about him. All he said is good things.
When I came on this show and I said I'm a Russ hater, I proceeded to hate on Russ. I didn't say I'm a Russ hater, but man, the IQ.
Just so you know, Penn, when we first met Damo, he had Russell Westbrook ranked 439th.
Like I'm an actual hater.
That's where he started.
You don't like
that's where he started.
First of all, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. But I will say this, like for sure, like if you Google Fred VanVleet Pensar basketball, bro, it is like no channel has ever done more to ruin an athlete's brand than I did for Fred VanVleet.
Why would you want to ruin his brand?
Because I wanted him to leave Toronto. I wanted him to leave Toronto.
And then he left your team, and all of a sudden you like the guy.
No, I don't like him. I just I still respect him, but I wanted him to leave because I thought he was really, really bad for team chemistry.
Imagine dedicating a channel hating on Fred VanVleet.
You have Tyler Hero.
I'm gonna do a channel on Daniel Jones next. Go ahead.
That's not the same.
I really want to put him ahead of Malik Monk, but he hasn't been healthy this season. So,
and he's also not better than Malik.
Neither is Bradley Beal, but somehow he's better than Cade this year. Crazy.
I think he's better than D'Angelo Russell. I also think he's better than KCP too. No, I don't think he's better than KCP. No, I don't think. No, I don't. Put him ahead of D'Angelo Russell.
All right, Tyler Hero in the 2-star group. Big Ox, you got Trey Jones.
Who he play for?
Hey, Ron. You know what's funny, bro?
What's up?
When I seen the picture, I thought that was Keldon Johnson.
Oh man!
and just so we clear, Big Ox, you know he doesn't play in San Antonio anymore, right? He's not in Memphis anymore, neither. You know where Trey Jones is playing at now, right?
No, that's
Tyus.
That's Tyus. That's his brother. He plays in San Antonio.
I knew that. I knew that. I was just making sure.
He was testing him. He was trying to test him to see if he was going to go with Chill said.
Chill thought that was his brother. I know, man, come on.
That's funny.
I know who Tyus Jones is. I think you slipped up right there, and now you're trying to save face. I think that, but damn. I mean, he a 1-star. Man, I wish I would have been Keldon Johnson.
I did all that cape.
You got it.
Keldon Johnson would be a 1-star too.
Damn, we got a rapid fire.
No, I would have put Keldon next to Devin.
Ox, you got a spot for him?
Just drop him randomly. It don't matter.
It's not in Devin's conversation.
I did all that caping to get this man some more minutes, and he go out there and miss Wemby still. This is crazy.
Swiper, you got Buddy Hield.
2-star. Who is that? Who's the African American gentleman next to Josh Giddey on the left?
Colin Sexton or
Oh.
OG Anunoby, depending on how you see it.
It's Colin Sexton.
What? It's Colin Sexton.
Yeah, I'm putting Buddy Hield and put him right in front, or put him in front of Colin Sexton. Buddy Hield 2-star in front of Colin Sexton.
There we go. Jalen Green.
I did the calculation.
Yeah, Martin get Jalen Green.
I did the calculations. It just happened, man. It just happened.
Chat, I swear this is not purpose. This is not on purpose.
No, it's just
okay.
Coincidence.
Mars. Jalen Green.
I gotta look up his VORP. Bear with me. Let's find his VORP because his VORP is bad. So I guess he might be tier 0.
For the record, value over replacement player, it does matter. I just don't think it mattered in that particular argument.
No, Jalen Green's VORP is only 0.8. So if I compare that to the rest of the league, I mean, he might be 1-star for real. So bear with me. Doing my calculations. 0.8 VORP.
Sarcasm is not a good look on you, man.
It's not sarcasm. I mean,
You being serious?
Yeah, that's fine. So, Amen Thompson's at 0.9, so I guess he has to go behind Amen Thompson, right?
Mars,
So,
where are you putting Jalen Green?
Tier 2.
Where at?
Behind Amen Thompson.
Mars. All right.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Jalen Green behind him in Thompson.
Now I put Jalen Green tier 2, I'm trolling. I put Jalen Green tier 4, I'm trolling. Where do you want me to put Jalen Green? Like, I don't.
You're the one started this, Mars. The troll.
I don't know what you want me to do.
If
I put him 3-star, if I put him 3-star above Bradley Beal, I'm a troll. If I put him 2-star, I'm a troll. If I put him 5-star,
No, you're not a troll if you put him above Bradley Beal. You're crazy if you put him above Bradley Beal.
No matter where I put him, I'm going to be trolling. Like, I put him 2-star, all of a sudden I'm trolling for being realistic. Like, what do you want?
All right, Penn, you got Norman Powell.
Hey,
That's not Devin Booker run.
No, that's basically Devin Booker, just with less opportunity.
I'll put him. Shoot. I'll put him right over Austin Reeves just to piss people off.
But he's better than Austin Reeves.
Why would that piss people off?
Right.
Because Austin Reeves got a fan club.
Oh, I guess.
Anybody up here on the Austin Reeves fan club?
Nope.
I am, but I clearly don't care no more. Let's just move on. Let's just get through this shit. This whole list is horrible.
Monty Morris gifted.
If you want his VORP, let me know.
What is his vault, Mars?
I'll find it.
Gifted.
I'm thinking about where to put Monty right now. He hasn't been fully there this season because of injuries and whatnot, but he's pretty solid as a backup guard.
0.2 VORP, if you're
I think he's in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken.
He is.
He is. Give me Monty 1-star over Keontae.
Interesting.
Cole Anthony, Damo.
I get Cole World. Oh yeah,
I like Cole.
Poetic. Give me 2-star above Westbrook.
Cole Anthony and Markelle Fultz right next to each other. Hold on.
Who's above who?
You put him. He's on top of Westbrook right now.
Oh,
yeah. There you go.
Cool.
There you go, right there.
All right. Bogdan Bogdanovic. Chill.
Shooting the basketball like he does in Atlanta. I don't think he gives a lot of value. Put him ahead of Max Strus.
Bogey ahead of Max Strus. DeLon Wright.
Max Strus made 1-star.
Damn, bro. I got love for DeLon Wright. I don't want to do this. DeLon Wright not really moving me at all. Like,
Is that Jaden
I'm gonna have to
Ivey in
put-
front of Scoot? Yo, y'all are terrible.
I'm gonna have to put DeLon Wright down there with Spencer Dinwiddie, bro.
All right. DeLon down here with Dinwiddie.
What?
He's
good.
You got Clay Thompson.
I mean, so is Ron Carter, but we here, so.
Klay Thompson, he would be definitely a 2-star, and he is going to be next to. Is that Cole Anthony for?
Damo, how good has he been? Damo, stop, yo. How good has he been as a rotation guy coming off the averaging 20 a game coming off the bench? He's been really good. That's of course until Steve Kerr puts him back in the starting lineup and he started looking like he did in the past. So he actually been really good.
This is crazy.
All I know, Klay Thompson's VORP is lower than Jalen Green's. I'm just letting you know. Just pointing out.
It probably is.
No, I looked. It's 0.6. It's lower than Jalen Green's. I'm just letting you know.
Okay, word.
Viper, you got Klay Thompson.
Actually, it's worse than Jalen Green's.
I see.
Klay Thompson, 2-star. He's been better. He's probably going to be. Put him behind. It's just this. Put him behind
Westbrook.
Put him behind Fred VanVleet because Fred VanVleet just put him behind Fred VanVleet.
Somehow Klay better than Jalen Green. All right.
Dyson Daniels, Mars.
He's been hurt, so I think his VORP is affected. Dyson Daniels. 0.7. I like his defense a lot, but offensively is oof. Put him at he's situational. Put him 1-star behind Bogdanovich. Yeah, behind Bogdanovich.
This list is based off this year, correct? Like, I just want to make sure.
It's based off my vibes. So everything I've done is just how
but Ron, realistically, this is based off this season. So
Yeah.
whoever put Gabe Vincent at 1-star is a terrorist as well. Just saying. No.
Yeah, his ass definitely been no 1-star.
Should be no star, right? Yep. That's
He played 5 games, shouldn't even be on the list. But somehow he's better than Dennis Schroeder. Like what?
I mean, I heard overall, so I just went.
He was starting in the
based
finals
off
less
3
than
years.
10 months ago.
And
I
now
mean,
he's
that's cool for
now
him.
He can't be healthy. So I'm
In fact, he
talking about
just,
this year.
they just
Okay, so Marcus Smart is a 1-star then. Like, you know.
yes, Marcus Smart should be a 1-star. Guys that haven't played should not even be listed. Like they should be no star or injured.
Then
In my
tag
opinion.
Gabe Vincent. He's out for he out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he is.
Ben,
He's not coming back.
You
Yeah,
got
yeah,
Ryan Nembhard.
Andrew Nemhard.
Or
Andrew Nembhard.
yeah, you got
I was
Andrew.
like, Ryan. But he was trash in the finals. That's funny.
He was.
Wait, who has Nembhard?
Penn.
Oh, shoot, 2-star. Put him right behind Terry Rozier. Nah, that's too high. Put him behind Fred.
Fred the gatekeeper for 2s.
He just too low, man.
It should be Rush. Rush should be at the end of 2s.
Gifted. You got De'Aaron Fox. Do the right thing.
No problem. Can you scroll up? Give me 4-star. Put De'Aaron Fox over.
None. Over none. He's 4-star, but over none of them.
Yeah, you say over none. That's cool for you, Swiper.
Who do you got him over though? I'm trying to look at this
It's
list.
just not in order.
Well, he was thinking who he's got him over, and you ain't let him think. You just told him it was nice.
I know how Gifted thinks, man. I've known longer than you, Mars. Chill out.
All right, man.
Just let him think.
We'll put him over Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh my gosh.
That's
So he's
it.
over 1. So he's over 1. See?
I put him over Jaylen Brown, but Jaylen Brown's already too high, so I don't know.
You're not gonna put him above Dame? Okay. Yes.
Not Bay
He
Area
shouldn't
Kimba.
be up that
No.
high this year, but I'll leave it alone.
Hey, Gifted. I wish you were here yesterday.
I'll leave it alone, man.
You were so right. He shouldn't be that high.
All right, De'Aaron over Tyrese.
Is this because of Tyrese's injuries? Gifted.
And you're talking about his play since being injured, sure. It's a big part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, but yeah, he's definitely been a different player. You know.
Damo, you got Drew.
And a 3-star.
Drew,
Actually,
right
no.
behind Malik.
No. In front of Malik Monk. What are we talking about?
Another player that shouldn't be 3-star, but we'll move.
It shouldn't be that high. That is annoying me.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
should not be that high. But sorry,
Who put? Yeah, I can't remember who.
I put
him there,
Malik
but-
Monk that high, and he should be that
I was
high.
Ben that did that. Wait a minute, what's
He
his?
got-
I guess.
I'll look. I
probably
got you. Don't worry.
Well, he's the
De'Anthony
best-
Melton.
Malik Monk is at
Yeah.
1.3 volt, 1.3.
Pretty good.
Hey, what's Cade Cunningham this year?
Chill.
Cade
Yo,
Cunningham
y'all
is-
chill with
I
the
think
board.
Cade- I
Y'all
think
chill
Cade
with the
is
board.
0.9. I think Cade is 0.9 if I remember correctly.
Chill. You got D'Anthony Melton.
Yeah, 0.9.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's the Kings' record when he plays?
Ooh, let me look.
Bro, if you look at like half court playmaking talent, he might be the second or best half court passer in the league.
Who?
Malik Monk.
Wait.
Jokic
Time
and
out,
Luka.
time out.
There we go.
What did I just hear?
It's
Wait,
120. It's
time out,
120. It's
time out.
120. We got a list. It's 120.
No, hold on. No, Damo, hold on. No, I want to hear this.
Okay.
Hey,
I
I
like
said
this.
it.
I like this out there.
I said he might be one of the
Damo, why
top,
is this ridiculous, Damo?
top 2 to top 3.
No,
Let me say half court playmaking
Hold
guards
on,
in the
Damo.
league.
Damo, hold on. What did you say, Ping?
3 days to do a list.
One of the top
Luka,
3
Trae Young, Tyrese
playmaking
Halliburton.
guards,
There we go.
half court playmaking guards in the league.
You said Malik
Luka,
Monk.
Trae Young, Tyrese
Mhm.
Halliburton.
Yes, Malik Monk from Sacramento. Yes.
Luka, Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton. It's really that easy.
Bro,
You
I'm
can go
taking-
deeper,
am I
too,
taking years off your life right now? You seem
No, I'm
stressed.
saying, you think Luka, Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton, you think he's better than one of those players?
No, of course not. I think
Half-court
I
playmaking,
said, like
he's better than one of them.
You just said three. One of the
Of
three.
course not, but he's probably one of the
look,
top
look,
3.
I think
Okay,
I think
is he better than
you have
SGA?
to. Okay,
Is he better than SGA?
I understand what you're saying. You're talking like when you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, you're talking a lot of full court playmaking.
No, I'm talking half court. Just half court.
Straight half court playmaking. Okay, let me amend it to top 10. Top 8.
You
Top
went
8.
to the top 10. That's so funny because we can actually keep extending this
So,
if you want to.
I think Darius
Trae-
Garland's a great playmaker. I think Trey is a great playmaker.
Halliburton.
Yeah.
You got Jamal. You have
Draymond Green, half court passing. Draymond Green.
You said guards.
He went from players to guards.
Guards. My bad. Because he did say players, but fine, we'll go back to guards. Cool.
We've amended it. This is the 4th amendment.
So James Harden.
Yes or no?
The fact you got to nod your head for James Harden as a half court passer is hilarious.
James Harden's amazing. Yeah.
Oh, how about this? Is he a better half court passer than Derrick White?
Yes.
Did you say
Oh,
passer or
hell
playmaker?
no. He said
Is he
passer.
a better half court playmaker than his teammate, De'Aaron Fox?
Yes.
Okay.
Define playmaking. You talking passing? You talking straight passing?
You're the one that said it. You're the one that said it. You tell us what you mean.
Playmaking talent.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure is a stat from Basketball Index. I'm not sure.
Yeah. You tell us what you mean. I want to know. I want to know what you mean when you say that.
We find out at the
eye
end of the
test is
list.
telling you he's one of the 10.
Yeah,
Bro.
hold on. We almost done. Gifted. We almost done.
I know we're almost done, shit. I'm gonna let us go. I just find it funny how any panelist could come up here and say this player is top 3, and then oh shit, I meant guard. Oh shit, top 10. We can really keep it going, but let's wrap up the list though. I'm all right with that. I'm okay.
Hey,
Look, man.
Pim, Malik is a very good half court playmaker. He deserves the love.
But not-
here's the thing. Historically speaking, it's really hard. It's really hard to put him over a guy like Harden because I've seen Harden shred a defense the way that he has in Houston. I've seen him get blitzed and doubled at
You don't
the half
need
court
none of
mark.
that. You don't need none of that to say he's a better half court playmaker than
But here's the
Monk
thing,
this
though.
season.
Who Malik
No
Monk is
reputation.
this season is not who he's been for the last 4 seasons.
Has he been a better half court playmaker than Russell Westbrook this season?
Yes.
No, he hasn't.
Come on.
Yo,
Bro,
chill. It's
Like
on you.
there are
D'Anthony Melton.
like here's the thing. When I saw the numbers on this like 3 weeks ago when I was looking it up, like he was the best. And I'm amending it to, hey, Sacramento Kings have a lot of offensive advantages in terms of their motion offense. There was a number on Twitter. I'm sorry, I cannot remember.
Oh,
Bro,
it's a number on Twitter.
Is this a
Got you.
primary stat or a
Got you.
secondary
Oh,
source?
I'm
Like,
sorry.
you
It's
know-
not. It's not
Got
as
you.
it's not as intuitive as your analytic on field. My bad.
No,
Your
no, I'm
basketball
saying-
eye test
is it-
analytic you were
no,
talking about
is
I mean,
earlier.
we can literally
Is
go
this
off
a-
half
is this
court
a
playmaking.
second-
That's not hard to
Is
get
this a
into.
Oh,
secondary?
can we just finish the list?
Oh, Damo, shut up! Shut up,
And now
Damo.
we
Let
are
me
close.
cook.
We are close. Let's move on. Let's move on and come back to this shit after because we are close.
Chill.
We are
Anthony
close.
Melton.
Ron, to answer your question, he's
I'm
tier
staying until 1:30.
He's where? He's where, Chill?
He's a really good rotation player. Tier 1.
Oh yeah, Malik Monk ranks in the 96th percentile in playmaking talent. I'm assuming that's where this take came from.
Tier 1.
Where do you want to put him, Chill?
Ahead of Gabe Vincent and Scoot, definitely.
All right. Kobe White, Ox.
I like Kobe White. He's going in that the 2-star tier as well. Where he goes, Ron, don't really matter. I mean, you know, we all got different opinions of players, so it's kind of messed up for everybody. So it don't really matter. You can throw him in there. Kobe White. Put Kobe White behind Terry Rozier. No. Put Kobe White in front of Mike Conley.
Top of the list. I can give it that.
All right. That's what it is. Patrick Beverly, Swiper.
Damn, I want it back.
About to ass season.
Tier or 1-star, and he is going at the top of 1-star, which has CP3 at the bottom of it. By the way, did not make that decision.
Pat Bev has a 0.1 VORP, just so you know.
Positive.
Also positive. Yeah.
Mars, you got Darius Garland.
Darius Garland. Oh, 0.6. Eesh, okay. Which means he would have to go. Like, can you scroll down, please? Ron, thank you. Because Clay has a 0.6. So
That's close.
but then Nemhard has a negative 0.2. So I don't know how he got above Clay.
What's
Yeah,
your
that's
vibe,
crazy.
Mars? What's your vibe, Mars?
No, but it's not about Phil. It's not about that. It's about the stats indicate.
Yeah.
So, but
This
based
guy's
on
been
that,
trolling for like 38 minutes straight.
and you've been serious and made worse takes than me, so I don't know what we're doing.
I definitely think Darius Garland is a 3-star guard.
So do I, but the numbers say otherwise. And like, do we want to go with how we feel, or do we want to like the numbers actually show you what they're doing?
No, go with the vibes. Go with your vibes. Go with your heart.
What are you thinking, Mars?
I'll put him above LaMelo. Me personally, I put him above LaMelo. Now I know the VORP might not indicate that, but oh well.
All right, Darius Garland right in the middle of the pack of 3-star guards. Penn, it's back on you, and you have, well, Jalen
Suggs.
Amazing. Damn. I can't put him in 3-star. I got to put him at 2-star. I'm gonna put him ahead of I'm gonna put him ahead of
Is he better than Anthony Simons?
yes.
Russ?
I mean he's better than most of these guys. I'm gonna put him ahead of okay, I'm gonna get real controversial. I'm gonna put him ahead of CJ McCollum.
Okay.
Jalen Suggs.
Also a
At the top of
huge
the
Jalen
2-star
Suggs hater, by the way.
Of course.
Last but not least, we got Zach LaVine.
That's the last pick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Other
okay.
guys down here, they've already been picked. Zach, gifted. Where you putting him at?
Let's see. Overall, bad contract, good score, shaky defender.
0.5. Just letting you know.
0.5 is helpful. Okay. Would I want him starting on a championship team? let me stop looking at the players and just think what I think of Zach LaVine as a player. Give me 2-star.
Ooh, okay.
Where at?
I'll say over Tyler Hero.
You think Zach LaVine is worse than CJ McCollum? Just to clarify.
No.
Hold on. Who put Kobe White in the 2-star?
Ox.
I did.
Damn.
All right, fellas.
I
We're
repressed
gonna come
that.
back and try to make some revisions to this. I gotta read these super chats first. That's more important than the revisions to the list, and then we'll try to come back to it. Y'all, let me get if y'all want to make revisions to this list, let me get through these super chats. Nap and Trey said, "My stats say he's cheeks, so he's cheeks."
If your stats aren't behind the paywall, they aren't good stats. Lock in.
Lock in.
Lock in. Gotta spend that bread.
Drink More Water said, "Who you guys got in the NCAA championship game?" Anybody?
UConn.
I think I ended up taking Baylor. I think I took Baylor at the men's. I took Texas for the win. I took Texas for the women's. So I got Texas running the NC2A this year.
Tar Heels over everybody. Big Carolina.
All right, William Harris Jr. said, y'all definitely need to invite Jason Timpf from the Volume to talk real ball in Ox voice."
You ain't saying no.
That's my dog. I never said that.
I've been on the show with Tim. He's dope. Yeah, I've been on the show with him before. He's dope.
SMN RNDM said, "Replace LeBron with MJ. Who would win the 2011 versus Mavs?"
Oh, we've been doing so well not talking about a GOAT conversation.
Brother.
Anybody?
Yeah,
I like how everyone says we're done with the 90s, but then they bring up MJ. Like
I think the Heat would win the series. There we go. I think the Heat would win the series if MJ plays to his level. I think the Heat would have won the series if LeBron played to his level. So
there you go.
Tito El Bandito said, "My mental health will never be well unless Chill puts Kobe in his top 10.
You gotta love yourself.
We're gonna need to get you some therapy. We're gonna need to get you some therapy because it's looking rough.
Tito, you can't let your happiness be based on what Chill's list. You gotta love
for
yourself,
real.
Tito.
For
Love
real,
yourself,
brother.
Tito.
Yeah, you'll be in a
Go
bad place,
outside.
man. You will be in a
Get
bad
some
place.
fresh air, drink some water, go get a pedicure and a massage or something.
I definitely drink some water for sure. Run that up.
Winter said, "Chill. Thoughts on the Heat versus Cavs game last night? I want to see that matchup in the playoffs."
It was a good game. It was a real good game. Jimmy Butler basically got them going early and often. I just dig how Jimmy Butler doesn't let you take him out of what he know how to do. I dig that the most about him. Terry Rozier gave him some real good minutes. I'm starting to wonder about Jared Allen because I heard a stat, and Jared Allen is a better rim protector than I give him credit for. But the 20 and 20 he had last night, it was solid.
All right, baby.
But does he get beat up by bigger guys, or can he handle his own?
No, he definitely does. If you watch the Knicks versus Cavs playoff round last year, a big, chunk of their issues was Evan Mobley and Allen were getting pushed out of the way routinely by the Knicks front court.
That's what I think about with him. And there was no Bam last night, by the way. No Bam last night. And I mean, he basically dominated in the paint. But I feel like if Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley were there last night, I do think that they win that game, but I'd love to see that playoff series. I would love to see that playoff series.
How good do you think the Cavs really are, Chill?
One more time.
How good do you think the Cavs really are, Chill?
I think their ceiling is the East Finals. I think that they can win. I think they can win a playoff series, but I think their ceiling is the East Finals. I don't think they're a championship contending team.
Renji said there would be no Curry without AI. AI completely changed the way small guards approach the game.
Yeah,
we didn't see shoot first guards until AI.
That's not true. Yes, we did.
Nate Archibald. Nate Archibald was a shoot first.
Respect Terrell Brandon. What are we talking about, man?
Right.
But I mean, if you want to say like he was like, no, Nate Archibald was.
He took it to another level,
but yeah, I guess. But AI, speaking from overseas, AI's impact seems to be a lot more Americanized. I don't know if that's in America, I feel like his impact is a lot more substantial than it is over here.
Y'all don't think he's as big a deal
He
It was a huge deal in Europe, man.
He was from my perspective, and that's now.
I don't care about your perspective. I lived through it. I was in.
I'm saying 20 years after.
Were you alive?
That's why I said from now. Like, if you let me finish, 20
today,
years after.
Today, Mars, 2024.
Yes,
it hasn't aged well, but at the time, it was hype.
Yeah, which is what I was saying, and you could have said your experience living in Europe at the time. 20 years after the fact, AI doesn't touch a Kobe or a MJ or a Steph Curry. That's what I'm saying.
Because you didn't get the rings
like those guys. That's what I'm saying. He's not on their level today overseas like they still are. Kobe is still borderline untouchable from a lot of people in England and overseas. MJ the same. Steph Curry. AI hasn't got that. Now, he might have had it 20 years ago when he was at his apex, but now he doesn't have it. And that's why I think he doesn't stack up to them.
I got a couple new members. Got to go ahead and shout them out. I Don't Miss 38 became a member. Also, DJ from the Banny became a new member as well. Shout out to you too.
DJ from Albany.
DJ from the Banny. Whatever that may mean. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to I Don't Miss 38. Salute to you guys coming through. Shout out all the new subscribers. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button yet, go ahead and slap that button and hit the like button while you at it too. Today, we will be on playback.tv. Go join the Player's Choice room at 9 Eastern time. It will be none other than J-Rob, Dub, and Gifted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come tap in tonight. It's going to be fun. Knicks versus the Nuggets. That's going to be very fun to watch. I can't wait to see Josh Hart play 47 minutes yet again. He's been on a humongous streak, so that'll be fun to watch. Also, later today as well, tap in from the logo. It's another Player's Choice show that I'll be on with my guys at 6 p.m. right before the playback. So go tap into those places tonight. Hoops is going to be very fun to watch for sure.
Absolutely. Also, Ricky Boppy just became a member too. Following his footsteps, y'all become members if you haven't become members yet. Couple more super chats. And then, Penn, we need that top 10 list. I have not forgotten. We need that. But I got a couple more. Reggie Red said, how different does this list look if there's 0 steps and gather steps? If there's no 0 steps and gather steps, and traveling, carries, double dribbles were actually called.
Then TJ McConnell would be 5 stars.
What the hell is a gather step? I still have not gotten a satisfactory answer on that. What is that?
It's when you pick up your 2 steps don't start until you have the ball safely secured. So they've been able to bend the rules into technically saying they haven't gathered the ball until a lot later than it appears they have, which is why James Harden can take 17 steps on step backs.
So if I'm going to the basket, Mars, I'm going to the basket. Then I pick the ball up. Not those 2 steps, but before I pick the ball up, I got an extra step before I pick the ball.
Basically it's a 3rd step.
Yeah.
You're entitled to a
jump
step.
stop. That's what a jump stop is.
But your momentum carries on.
Yeah.
Almighty Lambo said, Chill, can you read this?
I'm off the Penn bandwagon, yo. I'm out, B. The Cade disrespect, ain't it?
Ron making Chill read that is so funny to me, bro. That is so hilarious.
Lambo ain't even from New York, by the way.
He's not.
I'm out. I had to do it.
he ain't even from New York.
Yo, the I'm out takes me out. I'm out.
Goes to GOAT with a super chat. Said this analytical hating. Penn, you going down right now with this terrible logic.
You just don't understand the logic. That's the problem.
You think I don't understand the logic?
The
guy talking.
The numbers do matter. The numbers do matter, and I feel like VORP does matter. 100%.
Don't calm down, man. Pressure issue.
I don't think anyone is saying analytics doesn't matter. I have an issue with the argument and the way it's being used in the argument.
Yeah, like VORP,
not the actual analytic.
In that, like for example, Penn. I mean, in the last 30 years, 19 guys who've led the league in VORP have won the league MVP. So I think that's where that comes in. But when you're talking about value over replacement player and a guy like Cade on a bad team that's already bad, I mean, I don't think that logic works in that particular situation because they're already bad.
I just want to know
But value of a replacement isolates the player, right? So like the whole take with Cade and the logic behind it and everything is like people isolate the player from his teammates, but you can't do that, right? Steph Curry's teammates are better because Steph Curry is great. Jonathan Kuminga is better because of Steph Curry. He's not worse because of Steph Curry. He doesn't get worse if Steph Curry plays. So you can't just say that, okay, this player in isolation is great. Like Trae Young, he's a great passer, and Clint Capella just throwing all these passes to himself. Like Clint Capella is great at catching passes, great. He's great at rolling to the basket, great. But Trae Young is throwing those passes. So if you have again, in terms of the simulation, you think about it this way. Let's say I actually swap out Cade for the guy that he was compared to at the draft. I'd swap him out for Luka right now, 1-for-1. I just make a trade right now. I'm crazy. I'm drunk. I'm the Dallas Mavericks. I call him up and say, listen, we're not too high on this Luka dude. You know, we want to go younger by a year. We want to get Cade Cunningham. You swap those two players. I guarantee you next year, every player on that Detroit Pistons team is way better. Like, I'm not even talking a little bit better. I'm talking like they're all better. And you're talking about them different. You're talking about Jaden Ivey different. You're talking about Asar Thompson different. You're talking about Jalen Duren potentially as a first-time All-Star next year. If Luka Doncic is on that team, that's gravity. That's superstardom. But the way people want to talk about it is like it's everyone else's fault that Cade can't make middies and Cade can't shoot, that Cade can't see over the defense and Cade can't bend the defense properly. And, it's like, yes, he's going to get doubled and tripled. He's taking a ton of shots and he has the ball a lot. But it's up to him to get off the ball.
From what you're saying, okay, sure, that's fine. I'll get about that dig. You're comparing Luka Doncic, who has played multiple years of basketball, not one, not two, not three, multiple seasons of ball, is in MVP talks, and you're saying if you put him on the Pistons, you believe that he would better maximize those players. I think a huge part of why that's the case is he's a much more realized version of himself than Cade.
That has nothing to do with who's better today. Age has nothing to do with this.
Okay,
that's why Kyle Lowry is a 1-star.
No. Age actually does have a lot to do with it.
I got super chats.
We got to shut it
back into a whole another Cade.
Only that, Ron, I got to bounce.
Man.
Unfortunately, Ron, I got to bounce, yo. I will see you dudes tomorrow. Later.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Peace out, man.
I got one more super chat, and then Pin, we got to hear that top 10 list. SMN RNDM said, only reason I brought up the convo was because of an argument with a friend. Wanted vindication.
He talking about the LeBron MJ 2011 thing.
Also, Bill became a member too. Shout out to Bill. Shout out all the new members. Shout out all the new subscribers. Pin, you ready to drop that list?
Bro, I changed it like 4 times. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Okay.
All right.
So how am I doing this? From 10 to 1 or 1 to 10?
10 to 1 probably would be better. Suspense.
It's not going to be suspenseful or no matter what I do. Okay, I'm going to go 1 through 10. Number 1, Michael Jordan. All right. Number 2, I'm a little torn because I went back and forth on this, but I'm going to go with Bill Russell at number 2 and let everybody lose their mind. Yep, these guys are done. Number 3, LeBron. Number 4, Tim Duncan. I have a reason for that. That's pretty interesting. Number 5, Magic Johnson. Number 6, Kareem. Number 7, Larry Bird. Number 8, Steph Curry. Number 9, Shaquille O'Neal. And the number 10, I could not decide between Dirk, Garnett, and Wilt. So I'm just...
Why would Chitchat leave? He finally found somebody that matches his sentiment with Kobe. But hold on.
That means he has Kobe at like 14 because he's torn between 3 people at 10, which means they would also be 11 and 12, which means where Kobe? Okay.
Run your list back from 1 to 10.
Jordan, Bill Russell, LeBron, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Steph Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, and one of either Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Garnett, or Wilt, or Arvydas Sabonis. One of those 4.
What's the criteria for your list?
Greatness. I could put Kobe in that confusing list too, but he would not be at the top of that list for sure.
You say greatness is your criteria?
Yeah, greatness is my criteria.
What do you think greatness is?
Eat your crackers, man.
You're not going to answer. I'm just asking.
I personally don't appreciate the energy. Like, what do you think greatness is? Like, you talking to me like I don't know what greatness is?
No, it's not bad energy. I think
greatness is subjective based on how people.
It is totally subjective. It is totally subjective.
Okay, so if you know that greatness is subjective, it's not only mad at me asking you about what you think greatness is.
I think greatness is elevation. I think greatness is space. I think on offense, greatness is how much space you create, and I think on defense, it's how much space you take away. I think it's about impact. I think it's about elevating your teammates. I think it's about being a leader. I think it's about being available. I think it's about being consistent. I think it's about showing up in high pressure moments. Yeah, I think all those things. And you're probably thinking, well, why doesn't he have Kobe higher? Right? I think a lot of people are probably thinking, why don't I have Kobe higher? Because I've looked at the numbers. I've studied the numbers. I have a stats degree. So I have looked at the numbers on this, and I don't think that Kobe is in that conversation. And some people are talking about him like he's better than LeBron, better than Jordan. He's not. Rest in peace. He's my favorite player growing up. One of my favorite players growing up. But yeah, he didn't touch that.
So you think that
better than Arvydas Sabonis? So I mean,
wait a minute. So you think that Bill Russell has been more consistently great on both ends than LeBron?
Bill Russell?
Yeah,
I think for relative to what he did during his era, which granted, he wasn't playing the same level of competition, granted, but his level of greatness, what he had to overcome socially, politically, economically. Yeah, that matters.
So you're bringing up off the court.
Okay. Yeah, because that's a part of greatness. You know what? You're not going to tell me that LeBron James being squeaky clean and not having a single controversy in 20 plus years, not part of his greatness.
I don't care about that in the slightest. I'm only going off on the court, and that's fine. That's fine, right? Your list can include that, so that's fine. I don't have an issue with that.
Yeah, that boy 97 saying economically, yes, economically. Go check what NBA players are making in the 60s.
Wait, Penny, did you just drop your top 10? Did I miss it?
Yeah, you did miss it, Ox. Yeah,
you did.
Well, come on.
You want to say it one more time,
please?
Okay, Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Steph Curry, Shaquille O'Neal, and then I'm torn on my number 10 between KG or Wilt or Dirk.
Well, I don't hate it.
Or Arvydas
Sabonis.
I don't hate it.
Or Kevin Durant. I can put Kevin Durant in that conversation too. Like I don't think championships are everything. If championships are everything, then I got to put Robert Horry on this list. I got to put Bill Russell above Michael Jordan. That's not everything. Longevity is not everything. A career accumulation of statistics is not everything. Otherwise, Karl Malone would be on this list.
So you're going based on peaks?
I'm going based on what I'm going based on a lot of stuff. Like when you talk about GOAT pyramids, you got to talk about impact as well. You do have to talk about how much you influence the game. So Shaq's contribution to this list is simply based on that. Every other team had to stack 2-3 big bodies on their team just to pick up fouls against this guy. That's impact. You one guy being on the fucking basketball court meant that you had to change the rules of the game, number one, how it was officiated, number two, and how other teams structured their rosters. That's crazy impact. How can we deny that because he was a little overweight or because he didn't live up to his quote unquote potential? And I mean, like Wilt should be considered in that conversation as well. I just think with Wilt, the conversation dies a little bit for me because I think Bill Russell was better than him. So it's difficult for me to put you top 10 if you were not the best player in the league for enough of time. And I think a lot of people would argue that the numbers would say Wilt is the better player, but he wasn't.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with your list because, again, greatness can be subjective. I'm just trying to get a better gauge to understand because you just mentioned how impactful Shaq was based on how he been at the floor. What would you say is the gap between Shaq and Bill Russell based on what your list? Are you saying like the off the court stuff that Bill had to go through relative to his era is what would ascend him several spots over Shaq? Or is it the defensive impact he had as a player? Like, what is that gap for you?
It's his selflessness as a leader. Okay. It's the fact that he allowed people to think it was Kuzi's team and he didn't give a shit about it. The fact that he just won, man. He just, like, when you watch Bill Russell play basketball, every play is a winning play. Every screen is a winning screen. Every pass is a winning pass. Every pass leading to a pass is a winning pass. And I feel like if the block numbers were actually recorded back then, people have a completely different appreciation for the level of defender he was. He was the best defender in the league for over a decade. And at a time when the 3-point line did not exist, he was shutting down the most valuable shot in basketball, which was a layup. So yeah, there's a reason his team won as many championships as they won. And no, it's not because they were playing against plumbers and firemen. They were playing against who was in front of them at the time. The competition in the league right now, to me, is great. The league has never been more talented than it currently is right now. The 50th guy today would make a case maybe 20 years ago to be the 20th guy in terms of talent. A guy like CJ McCollum or, you know, whoever your 50th guy is today, he'd be really like, he might be an all-star 20 years ago. That's the acceleration of talent when you talk about new skills, new training, all that stuff. But what I'm saying is I cannot judge you for what you did at the time that you did it. Like, he played against who was in front of him and he killed them. He dominated everybody. And he did it at a time where his own fan base was not rooting for him. There is a reason, in my opinion, that the number 6 is retired league-wide. He's that great.
So why is he not number 1?
Because Michael Jordan, you know, usurped him considerably in terms of just growth of the game and impact. I firmly believe if you look at the economics of the NBA prior to Michael Jordan, league interest, what people were saying, even 4 years after Michael Jordan retired, it still had not accelerated. So that concept of you got to wait for Curry's end to see the impact of Curry, I agree with that. It's just like right now, if I scroll my timeline, I have a lot of basketball channels I follow. I'm seeing Kobe's been dead for 3 years, but I'm seeing Kobe's impact now because of his support for the women's game, for his unique mentality, his transparency, his willingness to teach, all the stuff that he did off the court is now on my timeline. Every day I'm taking inspirational quotes from Kobe. So that impact is being felt till this day. Bill Russell, you know, his impact for social rights and, you know, quality and, you know, defense and everything that he did in winning and being this perfect teammate, that was a shaping force for the NBA for the next 30 years. Michael Jordan, it was not just, you know, creating a pathway for so many emulations, from Dwayne Wade to Kobe Bryant to Jerry Stackhouse to Eddie Jones to Vince Carter to everyone who was the next. There never been as many next Michael Jordans as there were next anybody. Everyone was trying to be like him. His expansion into Hollywood, his, you know, Shaq following up soon, but like Space Jam, that was revolutionary at the time. His just going into mainstream, like going outside of the pocket of fans who watch basketball and going and tapping into a market of fans that did not watch basketball but had to watch Michael Jordan. Like in the 90s growing up, basketball was big, but it wasn't anything close to what it is today. And I could talk to a random person who never watched anything with basketball, didn't know shit about the Chicago Bulls. They couldn't name you 3 players in the NBA, but they all knew Michael Jordan. Oh, the guy who jumps like that. That level of growth and what he did for, you know, basketball growth overseas, what he did with the Team USA, that to me is like, you got to put him number 1. And anyone who's even touching his reach today, like Kobe and Steph and LeBron and these guys that are making crazy amounts of money, please know it is on his back. It's on his back that you're making that. And Michael did what he did on the back of Bill Russell and Dr. J and the guys who opened the door for him. And you got to put the first thing first, is what I'm saying.
I agree.
I'm glad I'm glad we could end at a peaceful place.
Damo?
Damo might make it less peaceful, but we'll see.
Oh no, this has absolutely nothing to do with his list. Cade Cunningham shoots 52% from what is it, 10 to 16 feet. Cade can't hit midi. It's crazy.
Damo, we knew Cade. Yeah, we knew Cade can't hit midi. I just ignored it.
I forgot about the Cade midi. I forgot about the Cade midi. Yeah.
I heard the list. I'll be respectful. I'm all about one mic and let people get their stuff off. I just wanted to bring it on back to Cade can definitely hit midis. That's really it though. W list for the explanation. Once you get an explanation, W list. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, and the Tim Duncan thing, I just want to explain that. Like, him being number 4 is very surprising to a lot of people. And it's just not about the championships. It's about his impact on winning. And I feel like he's the closest thing that I've seen in my lifetime to Bill Russell, because I was not alive when Bill Russell played. And I feel like Tim was the closest thing to Bill Russell. Literally, the day he retired is when the winning ended in San Antonio. Like, they have made the playoffs once or twice since then with DeMar and DeJounte. But the winning culture that he had, how he kept guys in line. And to me, it's always been like a really good life lesson for me. Like I run a film festival, I run a film studio here. Always be willing to do the hardest job yourself before you're asking somebody else to do something hard. Be willing to do that yourself. It makes it easy if the leader is willing to be coachable, willing to be accountable. And Tim was always accountable. He was always coachable, and he was always humble. He took less money. Not that I ever support or advocate for athletes to take less money, because you're really supporting billionaires over millionaires when you're doing that. But cap space is cap space. And so him taking less minutes in his prime, sacrificing his numbers, in an age where now I'm looking at guys literally, hunting stats and hunting triple doubles. Like when I was coming up, what Ricky Davis did was crazy, trying to hunt for that triple double. Now I'm watching guys hunt for triple doubles literally every second night. So I just think that Tim Duncan was a return to what people consider like the purity of the game. If you're like one of those people,
I feel like with your list, your criteria in terms of you factoring in selflessness, off the court things in terms of social justice and these things, I feel like I don't understand the exact splits and the percentages in terms of what would make that more important than how you played on the floor. And that's fine. Like, I don't have to, understand those splits for your list, but that makes it harder for me to understand the true pecking order of your list 1 through 10. You did say that your list kind of fluctuates every now and then, so I can hear that, but the percentages between what someone did as a leader or how they're perceived. Because my thing is, like, we've seen many players where they're perceived to be bad leaders, but then internally their teammates believe that their value as a leader is a lot higher. So I kind of feel like that would be based on your subjectivity in terms of how you viewed their leadership. But it's all subjective. I mean,
sure,
if that's your list, that's your list. I just feel like there's a lot of sliding doors with your criteria that can shift every now and then.
For sure. And I mean, like, I got two guys on here in KG and, Michael Jordan, who definitely punched teammates. Is that great leadership? Maybe that is great leadership. I got punched once in the face by one of my best friends. Best decision he ever made. I needed to get punched in the face that day. So I'm just saying, like, it is
Draymond too. Yeah.
Right. I don't hate on Draymond. I think he's been fantastic. Like, he's a little full of himself. He's a little out of crazy sometimes, but like, he's been an anchor for winning. He's been a driver of winning. I mean, when I meet somebody and I just want to see where they stand on basketball, I always ask them, who are the two most important players in the Warriors dynasty? If they say Clay, I'm out. It's definitely Draymond and Steph to me. So like the Splash Brothers, that's marketing, but the real driving force of winning is the babyface assassin and Draymond Green.
Mm-hmm.
And what did Steph do when KD got there, right? And what did D Wade do when LeBron got there? They allowed for winning to happen. They didn't let the ego get in the way. Steph didn't say no, it's my team. I've been here longer, seniority, this and that. It's just like, show me who you are. Like, people show you who they are all the time. It's just like, to me, if you're on this list, if you're on the pantheon or whatever, the top 10 of greatness, you cannot have shown me at any point that something came above winning.
I hear that.
And if you ask me who was the most important person in the dynasty of the Warriors throughout this whole stint, I'm gonna say Andre Iguodala first, and then second Kevin Durant.
Nice.
But that's
above Steph.
Hey, no Steph. Hey.
So I got one question for you, then, right?
Talk about impact on winning finals MVPs,
real fast. So would you say that KD choosing to leave the Warriors in a way was his ego getting in front of winning?
No, I think he saw what was ahead as well. I think he saw what Clay was going through, what he was going through. I think there was enough there that had happened between him and Draymond, him and management. Maybe trust had eroded. Plus, I think it's also confidence. It's not like he went to the Houston Rockets and signed $40 million to be the guy. He went and teamed up with Kyrie Irving and thought that he could win a championship somewhere else, right? Like, it's not like he went to be a bargain basement guy. He probably went to go to a team to beat the Warriors. And I mean, good call, because the Warriors were pretty much trash for the next 2 years anyway. So I mean, but they did win a championship before him. So
I forgot about that.
Yeah. All right, fellas. We are close to the end of the show. I do got a couple super chats that I'm gonna read off. To make us Ross Clot Choice said, y'all forgetting Mars, the best mind athlete. SMN R&DM said, don't sleep on CR7 when it comes to your athlete.
Nah.
SMN R&DM said, Mars, what's your PL team? If not Spurs, you're wrong.
The opposite of Spurs. Awesome.
Impanzu Ernest said, let's talk about Chill's top 10 guard list of 1624.
Actually, I got
What, from
that
20
right here.
from 2016 to 2024? Is that what it was?
Probably. But Chill's
We
not
just
up here.
did
Appreciate you for sending that super chat. We'll get
Go
it
watch
one day.
True with True. Yeah, go watch True with True if you want to see his list.
Ball Talk said Josh Giddey, 0-star. Kwabe said this dude must not have traveled anywhere ever.
Who's he talking about?
He was talking about Penn back then.
That's definitely not me, man.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right, but
Yeah, it doesn't, but it was.
Ra said Jordan is literally synonymous with basketball.
Literally.
Was that the same guy?
No, that was someone different.
Oh,
And last but not least, Kwabe said the Pistons have won 12 games. WTF. Laughing my ass off.
I feel like he's surprised they've won that many, to be honest.
I am.
someone had
All
them
right,
in
y'all.
40.
It's been a good show. It's been a good ride. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have dub agendas to push. We'll have another dub crew. We'll have another dub show. You guys like the video on the way out. Get to playback later tonight to check out Gifted, J-Rob, and Dub. Also, Open Gym is next. Penn, salute. Appreciate you for coming up for the second straight day.
Peace, man.
Gifted, appreciate you for joining. Y'all be sure to tap into Open Gym. Also, from the logo later, too. Tap in.
6 p.m. Appreciate y'all.
Deuces.
Peace.
Merry
Watch the
Christmas.
Nickelodeon documentary. Watch the Nickelodeon
Peace, man.
documentary. Watch the Nickelodeon documentary.